What's up, everybody? We're here. This is Khaos in Windy City with a K. Because we're gamers, Mortal Kombat, you know.
That's what it is, yeah.
I'm your host, Zach, with Darius and Larry. Too nasty.
Yes, he is.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
This is going to be a weekly podcast where we talk about some basketball, some sporty ball.
Moray basketball.
But while we play video games, because we're all gamers as well. So it's a little different.
So what are we doing?
What are we doing today?
Yes.
We're going to start a franchise on 2K24.
Okay.
Or I shall be victorious.
Before we jump into that, I want to talk the elephant in the room. The thing that's shaking up the NBA in the last couple of days.
Bol.
Yes, Bol. The signing of Bol.
Bobo season is upon us.
No, that's of course the Dame trade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That led to another trade.
That led to another trade.
All right, so let's talk about specifically the Dame trade first.
The Dame trade that leads into the trade that led into the trade.
All right. So for the Dame trade, I had that somewhere. Okay. I had it.
First and foremost, Damian Lillard, longtime Portland Trailblazer, great. Pretty much done captured all their records, except for like blocks or something that Bill Walton got.
Who did? I thought I have the trade after Dame.
So
I don't have the actual Dame trade.
So the initial trade, well, Dame. First of all, let's talk about the real elephant in the room. Dame was supposed to be playing for the Miami Heat. Okay, all right, and people started getting into Portland Trailblazers' ear talking about that ain't the best package for you, and you don't know how Tyler Hero's hands gonna be. This is merely just me talking. But what ended up happening is somehow the Milwaukee Bucks, who, you know, just in case people were keeping score, not that I'm not keeping score, but the Milwaukee Bucks, who got eliminated by the Heat last year, that's happened. We came from the play in, made it all the way to the finals.
Giannis was injured.
I mean, he got injured sometime, but you know, everybody get injured every day. Okay, Jimmy's back was hurt the whole playoffs. Putting the team on it.
You ain't wrong.
So I'm saying, you know, like that was going on.
Why can't people just tell me what the fucking actual trade is? Why can't I find it?
I get it right here.
Oh, I got it now.
Okay.
All right, so the Bucks get Damian Lillard.
Yep.
The Blazers get Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton,
Yep.
Tumani Camara,
Okay.
a 2029 first-round Bucks pick, and a Bucks pick swap. The Suns somehow finagled their way in this deal. They got Nurkic from the Blazers.
I guess.
Nasir Little, Keon Johnson, and Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen, that nasty.
The Trip Master.
Yeah, the trip master.
I think the biggest thing the Suns acquired was probably Grayson Allen, even though they probably think Nurkic is their best acquire because they got rid of Ayton.
Yeah.
Which is that's a whole another discussion for another time.
Just for now, we will say we understand the pros and cons of Ayton. We get it.
He just hated it.
I think he has more pros than cons.
I do too. I do.
And I think
we're on agreement.
He was a product of his environment.
Yes. Hard to be professional in an unprofessional environment.
Like, what do you mean by that? What was going on with Ayton?
His
coach literally hated
him.
His coach hated him. The owner hated him.
Oh,
for whatever reason, who knows what happened? Why that relationship got sour? But it's hard to do your job effectively when your boss hates you.
Yeah,
and that's true with any job. Like your job or my job. Well, I guess we're our own bosses, but that's a bad example.
Well, let's just say the retail side of things.
And you know, it's hard. No, but like if you worked at McDonald's and your boss hated you, you're not gonna
gave you
care.
the worst shifts.
Yeah, you're not gonna care.
Put you on the least backup. Like, you know, there are things that a manager can do to make your employment not even that you needed to be enjoyable, but make it to where you don't see the purpose in putting forth effort. You're there until you're not.
right.
Whether they get rid of you or you find something else. In this case, they got rid of him. They got pieces back. As much as I don't like, which I think he hasn't had an issue with tripping people, Grayson Allen is a great addition because, for one, they ain't got nobody.
Yeah,
And
on
he-
the bench. It's
yeah.
somebody to come off the bench and give him solid numbers.
solid minutes where one defense, he's going to be able to defend. He's gotten better at defending. You know, sometimes he can trip to secure the play, but he can play defense. He can hit the open three. Like, he was a solid contributor for the Bucks team. He's a player that'll see minutes on most teams.
So the Phoenix Suns are looking a little bit better now.
On the depth portion, yes.
Yeah, they picked up a lot of bench players,
Yes.
which we've always talked about
They need
needed it.
they need as many as they can to figure out who's actually going to get time.
because they gave a lot up for KD and they gave a lot up for Beal. So.
Yep. But then
But then the Blazers
but wait, there's more.
turned Drew Holiday to even more. So the Boston Celtics got in on the deal, and they picked up Drew Holiday.
So everybody in the East just doing stuff. What the Heat doing? Sitting back.
And Portland got Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
would do all those three players: Bogdanovich,
Bojan,
the dude from the Detroit,
yeah.
and him. I get their names all mixed up.
It's a lot of B's and
And
Bogs.
G's and D's and O's.
A lot of consonants.
So they got Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams and first round pick in 2024 that's Golden State's pick, and a 29 unprotected first round pick.
So when they traded in Marcus Smart, I really hated that
Yeah.
Yes.
with the addition of Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
My
Just,
bad,
there you go. You good. You
With the
good.
addition of Drew Holiday, it's like now you got to feel a little bit better about.
Yeah, I do
Boston
feel a
Celtics
bit
right
more
now.
better
Yeah.
than I did prior to or after the Marcus Smart trade.
Yeah. The Marcus Smart trade just felt like, not saying that what Drew Holiday does is the same as Marcus Smart.
Right.
But it feels like, one, they have somebody that they completely trust to be their starting point guard, because there was a lot of, Malcolm Brogdon is not going to start, but he wants to start. But Derek White kind of gives them certain things they need that Malcolm Brogdon just really isn't good at. Like, they were unsure. They were shaky. Now Derek White goes back to the bench, I'm assuming.
And runs their second unit where he was very good at.
Yep. And then you get Drew Holiday as your starting point guard with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and hopefully a healthy Porzingis with Al Horford. Like, bro, that's
And Al Horford.
that's
That's
a
a nasty. That's a
Who?
nasty. They looking better now.
yeah.
So in conclusion, the Blazers turned Damian Lillard into DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams,
Yes.
Malcolm Brogdon,
yes.
Tumani Kamara, 3 first round picks,
Yep.
and 2 pick swaps.
Not
Is
a
that-
bad haul for a
I say,
player.
is that a good or a bad haul?
No, that's.
Yeah, they're gonna suck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
gonna suck.
You don't think the Blazers are going to?
No, they gonna probably play.
So they missed playoffs last year. Do you think they make playoffs this year?
You think they make the play in?
Portland.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
so-
I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
No.
I'm on the exact opposite.
The West is just
Well,
too,
that is a point. That is a good
Yeah.
point though, because you're having a lot of players like have to learn how to play together right now. Where you have other teams where the main pieces were in place, you're getting supplementary pieces. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I can see them making a push.
All those players, I don't feel like any of them has a big ego though, so it makes it a little bit better, maybe.
So I think that is
Except
long.
for dominating.
and you see them being better than the Timberwolves.
I mean,
What
don't,
about-
let's not go down that road.
I'm just
saying. I mean, like, we got the Pelicans.
Why'd you pick them first, though?
I'm just saying. I'm looking at my list.
You checking it
Okay,
twice?
are they better than Nuggets? No. Suns?
No.
Lakers? Hell no. Clippers?
It's a little biased there, but we're gonna let you
Clippers?
pass.
No. Warriors?
No,
Grizzlies?
no.
Mavericks?
Now you
Maybe.
start to get
I
into
don't-
that territory.
I don't know what
I didn't
don't
even
know.
mention the Kings yet.
I don't know what to expect on the Mavericks.
Well, the,
Honestly,
Sabonis ain't got no chest no more, so he ain't been playing.
Spurs? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spurs, Rockets. You probably say they should be better than them, but yeah, after that it starts to get Jazz.
Jazz are good too.
Jazz is another team. I'm not sure what to
I'm
expect
just
from
saying.
them.
They're young.
The West.
They lost some key pieces last year during the trade deadline, but they also added John Collins this year.
Yeah,
So,
The West is wicked.
it is.
oh, it is.
It is.
Honestly,
You
the whole league is top to bottom.
You can be in third place, lose a game, and you'll probably be the 8th seed.
Yeah.
It's like-
It's gonna happen. It's gonna we're gonna be like 30 games in, and it's gonna be like just shuffling.
Everybody's
just shuffling,
All
which
right.
is fine.
So I just don't see the Trailblazers being,
We
I gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So who do you think won out of all 4 teams that were a part of these trades?
We're talking about like
Bucks.
picks considered, or just like
I
ready
say-
to play now.
Who do you think won out of all these trades? If you had to choose a winner, who would you choose?
Bucks.
Okay.
I think the Bucks, by bringing the Bucks did what I wanted the Heat to do. You have to bring in a third team because you have to make sure that the Blazers feel good about what they're getting and use the third. The using Phoenix is a great idea, right? Phoenix is like, yo, we just
They hate
really
their center.
bro, we're trying to get rid of our center and we just want some bench players. So how many bench players? They got 3 bench players out of that. They turned Aiden into 3 bench players in positions they need help.
Nurkic.
And Nurkic, yeah,
Which is, he isn't bad. He's actually really good. He just can't stay healthy.
yeah, it's like you're gonna get 50 games out of him.
Yeah.
So I think the Bucks came out the best because they were able to get a player who raises their ceiling and still keeps their floor relatively the same. But like it's more in line with we want to be more dynamic in the league right now. We're trying to compete. We're not trying to be just good enough to where it's like, oh, you gotta, the Bucks could catch you. It's like, no, they want to be dominant on this run to trying to win a championship. We're trying to make a push right now.
What about you? Who do you think won out of the 4 teams?
man, I'm really liking the Celtics. Adding Drew Holiday,
Yeah.
they look a whole lot better.
Yeah.
At
They
first, you got Porzingis. You don't know Porzingis going to be.
Losing Time Lord makes me nervous about that. That's the biggest
right,
thing
I
because
forgot about that, too.
I'm just concerned about who's going to defend the interior.
Yeah.
Like what is because again Porzingis, bro, if Porzingis can
They
be what
just built themselves to beat the Warriors.
They did.
Which is who they lost to in the finals.
yes.
So
Then you got
but you got to go through.
a hungry Holiday that want to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be guarding
And-
Damian Lillard.
Hey, I mean, he's going to go against his team to get to the finals too.
He's going to play him 4 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to play him 4 times
In the regular season.
in the regular season.
And a potential 7 times in the postseason.
if it's the semis or the conference finals, like none of us are shocked, right?
No.
No, man,
Okay.
shot.
No, those are the top 2 teams in the East.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So you say it's Celtics? So prior to the Drew Holiday trade to the Celtics, I would have said the Blazers.
Well, if they'd have kept Drew,
If they kept
I know
Drew.
you wanted them to keep
I
him.
really wanted them to keep Drew. I wanted them if they were going to move Drew to move him at the trade deadline if things didn't work out.
Right.
You wanted to give it
I
a
wanted
shot.
to give it a shot with Drew. But after everything's said and done, it's hard to pick between, obviously it's either Milwaukee or Boston.
I think long term
Boston.
for where Portland was with their team, I think long term they can come out as the real winner.
The Blazers? Yes.
but
I agree
it just
with that.
takes time for
Yeah,
that to
it's going to
turn.
take time to develop because that's a lot of pieces that they just moved around.
A lot of pieces you moved around, a lot of picks that can turn into
And with the Celtics and the Bucks, they really just added one piece and
Yeah.
lost a couple pieces.
and again, the ceiling for both of those teams went up.
Yeah.
It's like
I agree.
they were really good, they were really competitive, but now they're like, we need to separate out. That's what it was. It was a separation. Like, look, we are the people that you need to worry about. Like, yeah, we had trouble with the Heat last year. Don't think it's going to be a problem this year. Same thing with the 76ers. The 76ers are giving people trouble. We'll talk about them a little bit in a second, but don't think we need to worry about them as much. Obviously, you still got to win, but just looking at it.
So which team is going to win 60 games?
Out of those 4?
All right, well, out of the Celtics and the
Both.
Bucks.
They both.
I think they both do.
They both need to. Like, what I expect this season, I'm super excited for this, is I need people playing every game like, yo, this is it. Ain't no slacking. Like, I want everybody going for
I think
60 games.
if only one team was going to hit 60, it's probably the Bucks.
yeah.
Because we saw last year that the Celtics don't take the regular season very serious.
No. And well, see, now you have 2. You got a second year coach, you got a new coach. Usually if there's going to be issues with the coach, you're not going to see it the first season.
Who's the Bucks coach again?
Adrian Griffin.
Okay, so he's a brand new coach.
Yeah.
'Cause he
Former
was an
assistant. Yeah, former assistant. And then you got the guy who was not the guy that was supposed to be next in line, but ended up being next in line. And I've seen a couple reports of rumblings about them like is he the guy for all of this?
Talking about the Celtics.
Yeah, but this is given this roster.
I mean, that's what happens.
But you got to at least make it to the finals.
Banging owner wives and stuff like that, or stockholders or whatever it was.
Everybody's wives.
Everybody getting it.
Yeah. So last season the Bucks they won 58 games. Celtics won 57. So y'all both saying that they're
over. They should be. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
But before we get into the over under, that's what we're going to talk about today is over under on all the teams this year. Let's jump into our first 2K season. All right, welcome back. We are about to start our season. We're choosing teams. So the way this is going to work, we are drafting teams. So it's going to be completely fantasy draft. And then we're going to manage it. We're each picking a team in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. And then we'll manage like injuries, trades, free agency, all that stuff. And we'll play through a season, see how it goes from there. We might continue going through a few seasons. I know eventually we want to play other games besides basketball, right? Like some retro stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like retro basketball games, like double dribbles. Is that what you mean? No, just like not.
Looney Tunes basketball.
Yeah, that's always on the table. It's always on the table, Larry. You got to.
But to start off, we're going to just run through a season. Like I said, we might do a couple seasons.
Yeah.
All right, so my first team I'm going to pick, I'll pick an Eastern team first.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the Orlando Magic. That was the Eastern team that I followed when I was a kid. Penny Hardaway, Shaq.
Little Penny. Y'all already know who my Eastern Conference team is going to be. Let's not be
Boston.
I will bite you.
Miami.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you want, Larry?
Give me the Hawks.
The Hawks.
Hometown team, as close as hometown can be.
Yeah,
all right. So who do you want in the West? Since you picked last in the East, I'll let you pick first in the West.
I'm a Lakers fan. I don't want to make them suck.
Come on, man.
But okay, go ahead.
Rep your set.
You want the
Pick
Lakers?
All
All right.
Pick the Lakers.
Darius.
All right. Western Conference, I'm just going to use my favorite color, so I'm going to do purple, and we're going to pick the Kings.
I know that's your favorite team.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm just going to end it with the Blazers. Closest to Seattle as I can get.
Yeah. One day.
And I'm definitely not picking the fucking Thunder, I tell you that.
Yo, all right, this is completely not related to it, but related to it. We played the different eras. And so we did the early 90s. So he Supersonics, let's run it. And I picked the Run TMC Warriors, right? Mitch Richmond, Tim Hardaway, Chris Muller.
Oh, yeah.
Ran them out the gym. But
oh, yeah, I got destroyed. No.
No, it was.
Oh, no, that was a game I got destroyed. It was the 80, the Larry Bird Magic is where we went to overtime and stuff.
Hey, man, we was in there battling Moses Malone, just dunk
and
master.
And I dominated him in the Kobe era with Kobe was a monster.
He was in it to win.
He's hitting fadeaway threes.
Bro,
and Shaq couldn't be stopped.
Shaq was like, so how many times would you like me to dunk? Because I'm going to dunk. Like no matter who I had on him, I put Sean Bradley and Rafe. I was playing the Mavericks.
Oh, okay.
I had Rafe LaFrance and Sean Bradley. He was just like, I'm outside of the paint and now I'm under the go. One move. Yeah, it was bad. But we were playing the 90s era, and he went and called a timeout, and we were in Seattle, so the cheerleaders started dancing. And we look at the cheerleaders, and lo and behold, it said Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, so I was
it was greasy.
That's when I lost that game.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much. After that, Mitch Richmond didn't miss a shot. Chris Mullin hit like they was Jumper City. But yeah, that was a little greasy. Like, because then they also had the wrong Sonics logo on the court. They had the 96 Sonics logo in the corners. But in the main court, it had the old one. But on the sides, it had the 96.
The hero ones. The crimson ones.
Yeah, it was very like.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was.
They couldn't figure out exactly what they wanted to do. So they would just throw it all, and hopefully some of it sticks.
So we didn't put Sonics jerseys on the cheerleaders. It don't matter. Nobody's playing with them.
Sean Kemp, the Rain Man.
Sean Kemp was.
Gary Payton, the Glove. All of our players had nicknames.
It was, yeah.
Was he the Rain Man in the Magic?
He didn't even know he played for the
Dude,
Magic.
I didn't even realize. I thought his career ended in Cleveland.
Yeah, he was like Sean Kemp because they got the Kobe era Magic. It's Grant Hill and Trace McGrady and Sean Kemp. It's like,
Boy, he went to the Magic.
No, that was the LeBron era.
was it?
That's when I played them. Because remember in the Kobe era, I played with Kobe.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going through the team. He wasn't there that late, 2010.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
I played with the Magic in the LeBron era.
Yeah.
With
That was
Rashard Lewis
yeah. But yeah, it was Magic
That's
Sean
right, I
Kemp.
forgot about that.
Nasty. Nasty.
Okay. You ready to start this draft?
Let's go. Well, we haven't predetermined the pick, so
Yeah, everything's random.
it's randomized. So somebody might.
Who you want to talk about first for the over under?
Well, we was in the East, so we'll
You want to just go through the
go
whole
to the
East? Okay.
yeah. So, the next team we got is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
What were their record last year?
51. They won 51 games.
Did they even add anything this year?
I don't think they did. I think it was
It's
just
the same
more,
team, right?
Yeah, it was just more.
Donovan Mitchell had a crazy year too.
He did until it was time to deal with the Knicks, and all of a sudden he just got bullied out of the frame. Like it was really crazy. Oh, snaps, Trailblazers.
Oh my god.
And I feel like they should be a 55 win team, except for what the trades just happened. I say under. I think they'll probably hit the 50 mark. I think it might end up being a lot tougher for them this year, unless Evan Mobley because the problem is Evan Mobley. So we know what Donovan Mitchell is, right? But in order for him to be Donovan Mitchell, the floor has to get spread out. Jared Allen doesn't have an outside game, so what they ended up with is two people that really didn't show up the way they needed to. Evan Mobley and Karis LeVert. And it was really from a shooting standpoint. Like Evan Mobley's supposed to be this like stretch 4, stretch 5 type player, and he just wasn't having a good series, and it was like they couldn't make anything happen. So honestly, I would love for them to be better, but I just feel like with all of the other teams going up, somebody's got to go down. I think they might go down.
So Cavaliers, man,
51 over under.
I want to say under because I don't think they're going to pick up some of these wins that they did against the Bucks and
Yeah, that's the thing is
Boston that they did last year. Because I remember a few times Cleveland beating Boston. I don't know if they're going to get those anymore.
Yeah.
Who do you say?
I'm saying they're gonna go under.
You think under 2?
I
just think it's gonna be tough. I think this year is gonna be a lot tougher for those teams.
How many years Mitchell got left? This is his 1 year?
No, he's locked in.
Oh
Yeah, he re-upped.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he re-upped like at the start of it.
Okay.
It's nice. I like the De'Aaron Fox pick. That's pretty solid.
Okay. I don't even know what they want to do.
Who you got next?
I got
Wait, who'd you say? Did you say over or under?
Under. The next team I got up is the 76ers.
76ers, man.
What was the record?
Their record was 54. They had
54
54.
wins.
Oh, they under.
Bro, I don't.
It's too chaotic, man. They gonna be under.
Yeah, I don't. With the whole James Harden thing going on right now, I don't know what. I don't know what they're doing in that organization. And it's crazy. The more and more stuff that's coming out, like I learned today, I didn't realize the whole, was it Oubre? What's his name? The dude that they signed that James Harden has a beef with?
Oh, Kelly Oubre.
Oubre, yeah.
Yeah.
I learned about all that today. Bro, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I do. It's so the problem is, all right, so Embiid got the MVP now, right?
Yeah.
Are we done? Like, is he done obsessing over that? Like, you got it. What are we talking about now? You know what I'm saying? Like, these teams are out here getting better, and I don't see what they're doing that's gonna make it like what are they gonna do that's gonna make it better for them? Like, you got all this stuff going on with Harden, which unfortunately for you, he is a really big part of your team.
And they can't trade him too.
No.
Because he took a small contract last year.
Yep.
So if they try to trade him, they're not going to be able to get anything for him because they can't move the salary cap.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, and they have to, and they're still.
That's you.
That's me. So they still have to deal with Tyrese Maxey, which he hasn't done anything wrong.
No,
they're gonna have to sign him.
Right.
Like whatever's gonna be
he's
left.
Their future.
Whatever's gonna be left after the Embiid and Harden stuff ends, he needs to be there. Otherwise, you have no building block, like at all. Which team is this? Serpentine.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just picked Jamal Murray. Oh, let's get bad.
And James Harden, he didn't even show up to the media day.
Oh, for
all.
real? I
He
didn't know
did
that.
not show
No,
up.
he's not interacting with them at all.
Yeah, he said he's done with them.
He said he won't be traded to the Clippers. I don't see how can they do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is you. Yeah, I don't know. So definitely under
Yes.
until they figure out something. And my point I was gonna make earlier is, dude, all this stuff that comes out, it's like how much did they fumble with Simmons? Like how much was that the Sixers and not Ben Simmons, especially with some of the stuff that's been coming out. Yeah. No, I don't want to say it's all the Sixers' fault that happened with Ben Simmons. I do think it was a both, but I think some of that needle is getting pushed maybe closer and closer to the Sixers side instead of Simmons' side. But who knows?
Yeah.
You're on the clock.
Oh, I'm gonna talk again.
So what do you say? You should lower. Or did you say over?
Man, we're not sure how good they're gonna be. With a disgruntled James Harden, and
It's gonna get bad.
I don't like Tobias Harris. I think he's okay, but
It's gonna get bad, fellas.
yeah.
It's gonna get really bad.
And Joel Embiid, I don't think he's gonna be.
As motivated?
What's the possibility of him asking for a trade now?
High.
Oh yeah,
It's
super
high because again,
I wouldn't be surprised if that team gets blown up at the trade deadline.
yeah, like that is literally matter of fact. Let's put it in there. The team that we think most likely to get blown up at the trade deadline, Philly.
Is that a guarantee?
Guarantee.
I got to get my post-it notes.
It's gonna be the Heat. Watch, I'm just talking myself into shenanigans. Is it me again?
No, I thought it was you. Wasn't it? Wait, isn't it? Hit circle. Hit circle. Yeah. Go down. You're in the wrong round. Hit R2.
Back down. I'm just.
Yeah, it's you.
My turn. Okay.
And then Zach.
So who's the next team?
The next team I got on list is the New York Knicks, and they won 47 games.
You have them in order by what they finished last year, right?
No, I got it by how
you think it's going to finish?
how they think it's gonna.
Okay.
How I think it's gonna.
Okay.
So they had 42?
47
47.
under.
Who did they add anybody?
No,
Did they make any moves? They're kind of like Cleveland, right?
Yeah, they pretty much just gonna try to run it back with what they got. Listen, the Tom Thibodeau thing only lasts so long. This is the year where it breaks down. Like just based on what has happened in Chicago and Minnesota. This is where it starts to break down. It's the second round exits. Like if they start off bad, and James Dolan is one of those. I
don't think he wanna be the owner for the New York Knicks.
I mean, I get it. I also, it is what it is. Like you the owner, bro. Like do your job, do what you got to do. Like don't, if you're not 100% sold on your coach, then get rid of him. But I don't care. Like do something. But the Knicks are in this weird spot where it's like they keep talking about attracting the free agent thing, but that's dead, right? Like we don't believe somebody's gonna give up, somebody's gonna do everything to get to New York. Like that's not a thing. So I want them. I want to see some of the play. Like I like some of the players on their team. I like Jalen Brunson. I like R.J. Barrett, even though I think we might be seeing like his maximum ability in the league. Julius Randle is just. I think he still can't be that important to your offense for it to be good. And I also think that like defensively, right? They got Mitchell Robinson and Manuel Quickly, but like they're not really good defensively. They play hard, and like to take away from Charles Barkley, like playing hard gonna get you 45 wins, and it might get you a 5 or below seed in the playoffs, but that's gonna run out because you're gonna run the players in the ground. They run a 7-man rotation. You saw what happened when Jalen Brunson or Randall went down. All of a sudden, they don't have enough players to do anything. So I think it's gonna be more of the same.
Yeah, I think, dude, I think it's gonna be really close. I think that's one of the teams that I could see it being over or under, and only by a couple games.
Yeah, I mean, if they win 45, I'd be like, cool. If they won 49, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be one of the hardest ones to kind of tell because everybody else made moves around them, kind of like Cleveland. Now, I think Cleveland
may be maxing out. I think
Cleveland overplayed last year.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I can see that.
Because Mitchell had some crazy ass games last year.
I mean, yeah, but he did that in Utah as well. So it's like that's the problem with that is like you see him do that and you're like, oh no, they're really, really good. But then he doesn't and you're like, oh, they're just good. They're not bad, but they're not really gonna go to the next level because they don't really have much going on.
So I'll say under right now. Because I think, like I said, the Boston and Milwaukee is going to eat some of those games up. Who you got next? Or what'd you say?
I'm agree with you. I'm saying under. I'm just
not sold on them.
Some smell stinky.
Bucks, Celtics, Cavaliers, like 76ers. I could just see them just going down.
If I see the same 1 through 10 as it was last year, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
In the East. All right, who you got next?
All right, so the next team is.
Oh, we can go off your list.
Okay,
that's fine. Yeah. I was just curious.
Next team is the Miami Heat, and they won 44 games.
We'll win more than that, but not much. We'll win for like 46. I'll say over.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys just lost pieces.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't add anything.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't even sign anybody.
Yeah.
You just let people leave.
We sure did, didn't we?
You just added your draft picks.
I didn't know the Lakers were going to get Gabe Vincent. That was surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy if
Max Strus was a sign and trade.
What we trade? What we get? Exactly.
I think you got. I can't even remember when I saw that. I was like, wait a minute.
It's like cap space or something.
Is that a real trade?
It's crazy. Yeah, Devin Vassal's the one that just got the big contract with San Antonio.
Oh yeah,
he's rated decently.
Yeah, he got. It was a sign and trade. I didn't realize it was a sign and trade. I thought he just signed away from free agency. What the fuck? What was his? I can't. Let me look up his deal real quick. He signed for 4 years for $62 million.
Trailblazers on the clock.
And then he was traded to where? Cleveland? Oh, that's who they added. Cleveland added Strus.
Yeah, they did. So actually,
maybe they are gonna
over because they were missing. No, for it because they were missing outside shooting.
Yeah,
that was the problem. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say over on Cleveland then. Max Strus would be definitely a help because he ain't afraid to shoot it, and that's kind of what happened with Cleveland last year. Was like Mobley and Karis LeVert in particular just started getting like really like, nah, I don't want that. Because the thing is, like, Darius Garland is not a shoot first point guard. Like, he can hit open shots, but he's not a shoot first. But yeah, Strus will help them out. Yeah, that's something that New York should have did too, is get somebody like that.
Mm-hmm. They got a 2nd round pick for him.
Cool.
Who's this?
Blazers. Oh, you got Zion first?
Yeah, that was my first pick.
Ooh, nasty.
Bradley Beal. Dude, I don't know why. Bradley Beal, I always want to call him Brandon Beal. I don't know why. Am I blind?
Now you got to go the other way. Yeah, it was Bradley Beal.
And that's who I'm picking now.
No, yeah, you picking for that team. So you got Zion and Bradley Beal in there.
Okay. So who were we talking about? The Heat, man. I want to see under.
I don't blame you.
I
whatever our record is going to be, it's going to be similar to that.
Yeah, that's what I think. They're very. I think it's going to be close, kind of like the Knicks, where I wouldn't be surprised if they're 2 over or 2 under.
They still gonna be a tough team. I can see them.
I
can see them winning. They won 44 games. I can see them.
We dealt with
winning.
injuries and stuff last year too. That was the other thing during the regular season. We dealt with injuries.
47.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean by they're going to do over. Is like I don't think we're going to win 50 games, but I think 47, 48 is probably where we can end up.
Just we just want our team. We want our team.
I don't want to take.
You do not like screen assists?
I don't. I didn't.
We just want our team to get away from the play-in. That's the thing.
I don't know why I handed it to you. I don't know who's next.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's next.
All right. So who you have after the Heat?
I got the Brooklyn Nets, and they won 45 games. That is easily under for me.
Okay, so here's the problem. The matchup on the clock.
Golly. Yeah, I don't know what to.
So the problem with Brooklyn is part of their success was based on a whole different team last year.
Whole different team, yeah.
Like KD and Kyrie won like 28 games for them. Like 32 games for them. So it's not that team isn't good, because we saw in the playoffs, like you started to see like what they could be. Mikal Bridges can be the number one guy, right? Mm-hmm. What was it? Claxton. He's not gonna be a David Robinson, Olajuwon top center, right? But he can be Kevin Willis. Nothing wrong with being a Kevin Willis in the league. That's a respectable position, right? You know,
Right.
You're not a premier center, but you're not a chum. Like you are, you do your job. You're like a notch below Steven Adams out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could be that. The question for them is
Ben Simmons, right?
Ben Simmons is the X factor, because
Yes.
without Ben Simmons, they're still a 40+. They should be a 40+ win team, right? But if Ben Simmons is healthy, it's an easy over.
If
easy over,
Ben
yeah.
Simmons is right in the head,
Well, I mean,
think
if he
physically,
mentally,
I think he's mentally fine. I think a lot of that was he had to be injured or he was going to lose a fuckload of money.
yeah, the Philly money.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, he couldn't.
So I don't know if you heard over this offseason,
he won.
his case.
Let me go look that up real quick.
Yeah,
We back, baby.
Yeah, he won his suit against the Sixers.
Yeah, they were trying to get all the money
Yeah,
back.
he's trying to get. Yeah.
Well,
So now he's healthy, and that's why now you're seeing. That's when they started talking about how he's ready to play 5v5, and he's like in go mode.
Yeah,
It's because it was after he won.
he
his
did
suit.
release one of them LA Fitness, gym clips, and I'm not very happy about those. But sometimes
came out and said it's a fresh start for everybody. About his optimistic about being an all-star.
yeah, like he has everything that, like, we talked about it just offline. Like, he doesn't have to shoot to be super effective at basketball,
No, he just needs to play really good defense
and keep
move
doing
the
Ben
ball.
Simmons stuff. Like, be a good passer, drive to the basket.
Slasher.
Yeah, like, bro, you got to make people at least respect the drive. Oh yeah, go CJ.
I don't know, man. I need to check who I got on my on my
Hit
roster.
circle,
Yeah,
and then you just got to look through all the picks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm messing around. I'm going to
You-
get like five.
I wish they
five
made it a
point
li-
guards.
Yeah, I wish they made it a little bit easier than that.
they need the see my team.
Yeah. But yeah, I think if I want to say that Simmons is going to be healthy, and I want to say that's over.
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. I mean, personally, I would like for that to be true.
Yeah, I really like Claxton
I do. I think I like I said, he's
and
got
Mikal Bridges.
just. It's crazy. I've seen players leave Phoenix in different eras
Yeah,
and go on to be like, maybe not like superstar players, but we were doing a different eras. Man, I was talking about Joe Johnson, and that was the thing. It was like Joe Johnson was on Phoenix, and it's like, well, he's only getting those good shots like that because Steve Nash is running the offense. He's getting easy looks and all that. And then he went to Atlanta. It's like, no. Turns
still
out
getting those
he's
shots.
really good. Like, he may not be the best shooting guard in the league, but he's always a problem. Like, I think Mikal Bridges could do that. The difference between him and Joe Johnson is the defense Mikal Bridges brings.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I think. I think they need to lean on that in Brooklyn is their defense.
yes,
Have their defense turn into offense.
because if Ben Simmons is healthy, you look at the perimeter of Bridges and Simmons.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Dude, I don't want to.
Simmons can guard 1 through 5.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's good enough, tall enough, big enough, fast enough to cause problems defensively for anybody.
And really, he only needs to guard 1 through 4 because you got a monster in Claxton at 5.
Yeah. Like I know people, because he doesn't score, they devalue certain players. But like we watched him give Joel Embiid problems.
Yeah,
That's not an easy thing to do in this league.
he got a little.
He got a little overzealous.
Yeah, and took himself out of the game.
Yeah.
But
But that was a learning experience for him.
yeah,
I think
it really
that
was. I think he probably learned a lot from that.
And I think Jacques Vaughn is a good coach. Like,
Yeah.
They got a good coach. I'm gonna say over 2. I'm gonna go ahead and go over on that.
I talk you into it.
We watched a
about
lot.
Brook?
Hey, look,
We watched a lot of Brooklyn last.
a lot of Brooklyn last year.
I got the.
I really like
got
that
the
team.
NBA pass. At the end.
Yeah.
At the end of the season. So
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe just the way time worked, where we saw a lot of Brooklyn games.
Kings. Who we got?
Then they had a very interesting team last year too.
Yep.
So y'all see them making the play?
I think they'll be in the mix no matter what.
Yeah,
I think they got enough. They got enough going on to be in the mix.
I think they for sure at least play in.
I didn't even know
wouldn't be
they,
surprised if they squeak in at number 6.
I didn't know they picked up Lonnie Walker either. I kind of like.
Yeah, they picked him up.
I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for Bill Simmons.
I like
45
Ben
games.
Simmons.
I don't see them winning 4 or 5. I'm gonna say under.
Under
Under maybe they'll win. I'm gonna say they win 42 games. They're gonna be
in the mix.
in the mix, in and out. They're gonna win some games, lose some games.
they're gonna be a spoiler.
I wouldn't be surprised if 42 puts you in top 6 though, because I think the way that Boston and Milwaukee is built, if Boston takes the regular season serious, which I think they will this year, I think they're going to be eating up a lot of those wins, and they're going to be really top heavy. All right, who you got next?
I got Indiana Pacers.
Oh man,
Yeah, I got him.
I was hoping he'd fall to me.
Yeah, no.
I need a power forward on my non-Zion team.
There you go, Larry. All right, so who you say we got now?
Indiana Pacers. They won 35 games.
Oh, no, that's over. I think that's over. I think they will still be in the play-in. They will be fighting for a play-in spot, but I think they cracked the 40 mark this year. Now, also, they will be my second team that could get blown up. The Lakers. Because I still don't know if the Miles Turner thing is, because that's what it's contingent on. So Tyrese
Signed
Halliburton
last year though, didn't he?
He did sign, but sometimes people get signed just so the other teams have a contract locked, and then it's like, okay, now we'll take him because he got 4 years left.
Magic.
But I think it's like Tyrese Halliburton is gonna be better than he was last year because I think he's still getting better. If Buddy Hield is on point, it's gonna be good. They have a rookie that was really good last year. I can't remember. It's like a Coro. Yeah, but he's a two-way. He's another two-way player. Like because the thing with Buddy Hield, we know he's not doing this. He's not guarding nobody. Like that's just not what he's about. But I think he'll be really good. And if they get actual cohesion, if everybody's healthy, they can get an actual season out of it. I think they can pull 40 games out. I still don't think that they are a threat to anybody, but I think they can pull 40 wins out over the course of 82 because they're still under 500.
Right.
What you thinking?
What you got?
Oh, the Pacers.
You said 34 was what
They
they
say
want.
35. I'm gonna say. Well, you convinced me they're gonna be a little bit better than they were. 40 games.
Yeah, I don't think they win more than 40 though. That's the thing is I think they win more than 35. I don't think they win more than 40. I just still think the league is too. It's on a night in and night out basis. They're going to lose games to teams that aren't as good as them, but they're definitely going to lose games to teams that are better than them. So like that's going to be the team that the Magic get a couple games out of. That the Houston can get a couple games out of. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're going to have problems when they go to OKC. Like that's gonna be the problem for them. Is any team that's on the come up, they're gonna be looking to use Indiana as a stepping stone.
All right.
But like they'll probably end up beating like Toronto and stuff. Or Washington. That's gonna be. My God, whatever it is for Washington, it's under for me.
Okay.
But listen, Washington may end up being one of the most entertaining teams that we watch next season. Yeah. Like this season could be one of the most entertaining seasons, which I don't think anybody's ever said really for real. Like, hey man, the Wizards are entertaining. Never, not since
Arenas.
Not since Agent Zero was out there, you know, bang bang. But I do think that team may end up being fun, but they're going to lose so many games. Like, if I'm playing against the Wizards, I want them to be down by 1 at the end of the game because I know what's going to happen. 2 people are going to be trying to shoot the ball at the end of the game. Yeah. And one of them should be shooting, make it or lose it or miss it.
Who?
Jordan Poole.
Who's the other one?
Kyle Kuzma.
Oh.
No. Cool. That guy thinks, listen, he's happy Porzingis is gone. One less person trying to shoot the ball.
Yeah, now you got Jordan Poole.
Yeah, but it's just gonna be him and Jordan. They cool. He's gonna. It's gonna be bad.
Pacers? I never gave my answer on Pacers.
Yeah, what you think?
I mean, I don't, dude. That's probably the team that I watched the least last year. Honestly.
Yeah, I avoided them like the plague.
Yeah, I did not like watching their basketball.
Well, I knew they deactivated Bradley Beal. Like when I knew they did that, I was like, "Oh, that's what y'all doing?"
What?
They deactivated Bradley Beal last year.
Pacers?
No, oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Wizards again. My fault.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, my bad.
Even. Can I say that? They're gonna get 35 wins. Who you got next?
Okay, well, this team, y'all. Well, Derek, you got me into actually watching them towards the end. Orlando Magic. They won 34 games.
Under.
Yeah.
Because of the rest of the league.
1, because of the rest of the league, and 2, because they still don't know exactly what their team is. Yeah. They're getting rid of Cade. They're getting rid of Cade Cunningham, or at least they say he's available for trade.
Their center too, right?
Why?
Who's the center?
I thought that's what you told me the other day.
Whoever no, it was the point guard.
Oh, it was Cunningham.
Yeah. Because they now feel like Fultz is their permanent starting.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now they're trying to go with him, which may end up working out for him really well.
So is that why they talk about like possibly trading Cole Anthony?
Oh, that's who it was. You told me they were trying to trade Cole Anthony.
Yeah, I keep saying Cade Cunningham. I get him them two mixed up. Cade Cunningham's
and Anthony's like their power forward, right?
A point guard.
Oh, I'm thinking somebody else. But yeah. I knew they were trading somebody.
So it's gonna be one. We don't know what their full like. They don't have a real rotation yet. They just had play. Bo was getting quality minutes for them before they traded him. So like.
Mistake.
Yeah, I do think that was a big mistake too.
They didn't trade him though, right? They just let him go free agency.
Yeah, they did.
So they didn't get anything for it.
No, yeah, even worse. Even worse.
Who did he sign with again?
I think
Phoenix.
Let him go,
That's right. Yeah, they didn't let them. They had. So the problem is they have the Wagner brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And like Franz is like he's that guy. Like he was, Schroeder got MVP, but if you look at the whole tournament, it was Franz Wagner. But then you got Mo Wagner, who has already been the better of the two brothers, who is already like he's really good. But he's the small forward. Then you got Paulo at the 4. Then you might have Franz at the 5. And you talking about everybody can shoot. Like they got potential, but I still feel like they're gonna have to lose this year. Like next year is where you really start being like, all right, what are we doing?
Okay, I can understand that.
So I say under 2.
Yeah,
I like them, but I just think it's just not their year.
So they won 34 games. How many games do you see them winning?
I'd say 30.
Yeah, 30. I think 30.
38?
I'd say anywhere between 25 and 30.
Yeah. I think they're still going to be bad. Like they're not going to be fighting for it.
They're going to have to play against Boston 4 times, play Milwaukee 4 times.
Like, is there a way, because, we got, unfortunately, you'll have things like injuries. You'll have, people go up and down as far as performance. There is a version where I can see them fighting for a play-in spot, but that's the most, and that's like they overperform. more than likely you're gonna miss the playoffs again this year. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, like should you be disappointed? Yes, you should. Well, as an organization, you should want to be better, right?
Especially, I see that last team on your list. Especially if I don't know what to think of them.
We'll get to them.
Yeah. And I think that's gonna I think that's who they'd be fighting that last spot with.
Like these are the team that's probably be fighting for the play-in.
Yeah, like I think they'll be fighting them for the play-in.
Yeah,
and yeah. So who'd you get next?
I got
the Hawks.
The Atlanta Hawks. 4-1 games. They won 4-1 games.
Under.
Did you?
Yeah, I picked.
He did.
Yeah, I picked Dylan Brooks. Yeah,
I hate that.
Get under your skin. I poke bears. Pause. Yeah, you said
the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks.
Yeah, under.
I hated them getting rid of John Collins. I thought that was just terrible, like awful.
They weren't doing nothing with him anyway. Like I'd rather him get a chance to go and do his thing.
Yeah, I want to say under for sure. Losing John Collins. He wasn't consistent for them, but he was something for them.
Yep. There has to be something said for being something.
Yeah. And they just let him go, right? They didn't trade him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised they just squeak into the play-in?
No.
I mean, may squeak into maybe making the playoffs.
The playoffs or the play-in?
I mean, they are the team that just won't die.
Yeah.
Like that's been their calling card this whole time. Is just like you're just not gonna get rid of us ever.
Are they a team that trades
Trae
Young?
Oh, yeah, give me him.
Are they gonna trade Trae Young by the deadline?
Nope. You think
he's their future?
I think
they just gotta figure out how to build around him.
I think they're in a spot where they're committed. Like, so the Dame thing it's a very similar situation, but it's very different, right? Like Trae Young he isn't into a second like max deal, which he's probably gonna get somewhere. But it's like, what team that's contending would give up whoever their starting point guard is, whether they're a score first or not? Who's gonna give up their starting point guard to get him on their team where you feel like the offense is gonna outweigh all of the negatives that you get from having Trae Young, which is he's ball dominant, and I'm not saying he's he's actually not a bad passer. Like he'll average 30 and 10, right? But it's because the usage rate is so high. It's like he's already at that point where they tried to put Westbrook like 2 seasons early, where they're like, he's no longer effective. It's like, no, he's not no longer effective. He's just less effective than what his peak was. And his peak is based on him shooting lights out. Like if he's not hitting incredible shots, then it's not worth all of what you're losing on the other side. And also, if you have a team, if you're a team that's competing, you have multiple players that can contribute offensively. The problem with Atlanta to me is, in order for Trae Young to be effective, he has to have the ball so much that other people become ineffective. Or like you want everybody to be shooters with it, but you know what shooters need? They need shots.
Yeah.
And not just, I give you the ball at the last second because I couldn't make nothing happen. Shoot the ball real quick. Like that's what Atlanta's offense looks like a lot of times. And with Dejounte Murray,
they expect Young to bail him out.
Yeah, well, it's like that's how they design the team. He does all this stuff, and if he's hitting, then everything's going to open up for the whole team because now he's hitting 35-foot threes. But if he's not, then it's like, all right, Dejounte Murray, you steady us then. But Trae, keep doing the stuff you're doing. But also, everybody else play really hard defense because guess who ain't guarding nobody? That guy. So I think they're going to be under. But also, I would not be surprised to see them again clawing and gnawing at everybody at the play-in and taking somebody out at the last second and being like, oh, yeah, the Hawks beat somebody again to make the playoffs.
Nice Trae, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Something has to be said for being able to get there every year. You gonna take him? You gonna do that to us?
Yeah, thinking about it.
Larry, you can't just have the Lakers on the Lakers.
I'm trying to work on that. Speaking of the Lakers. The next team we got is Chicago Bulls. They won 40 games.
Yeah, under.
You think so?
Lonzo ain't healthy.
That's the thing though. Why do I keep seeing things with Lonzo healthy?
We keep seeing Lonzo in jerseys. I don't know if he's healthy. I don't think he's playing the whole season, even if he plays.
Yeah.
But I also think bro, that's like that team is just it's such a weird team. It's like it's not made to
I'm
really.
actually surprised they didn't re-sign Pat Bev.
A lot of people wondering about that.
Yeah,
But I also think Pat may have not wanted to be there.
I thought that's where he's from.
Yeah, but that don't mean you want to be there. Just because you could be at the crib don't mean you want to be at the crib.
I mean, I guess didn't but he went there.
He did.
Didn't he? Because he got traded to the Jazz.
Magic.
No, it was Magic. Yeah, it's from Obama, right?
Yeah. He got traded for the Jazz, and then he got bought out and went to the Chicago.
He went. He chose to go there.
Yeah. He was trying to play at the house, but it's like this ain't like Pat Bev's at that. I'm trying to win with somebody stage.
You know what I heard about Kelly Olynyk today? What? That he raps.
I don't want to hear that. He Canadian. I ain't trying to hear that. We had enough of those. Also,
that's just what I heard today.
I like Kelly Olynyk, but I also don't like Kelly Olynyk because he has done some real dirty stuff.
Has he?
Oh yeah, bro. He pulled Kevin Love's shoulder out of place. Yeah, like he's one of those dudes. It's almost like Pat Bev, except for you don't have to deal with all of the extra chirping. But he's one of those guys that's like he's gonna be extra when he's interacting with another player. Like they get tangled up, he's always gonna do the extra hook and stuff like that. It's never gonna be like, you know, he just stops. It's like if I can get one more move in before the ref really stops us, I'm gonna get one more little extra shove or something in. Which I mean, you want that level of toughness from somebody on your team sometimes, but going against it is like, hey man, you ain't gotta do that. Like he's one of those dudes that he'll do it to somebody like Steven Adams. Steven Adams will be like, hey, let's not make me
chill out.
Yeah, let's not make me put my hands on you to calm you down because I'll carry you back to the bench or something.
The Bulls. 40. I guess under.
I just feel like they're just too good.
If they have Lonzo Ball though, I say over.
If they have Lonzo Ball and they can figure out what the actual consistent game plan is going to be.
I mean, they had a consistent game plan when he was there.
It was, yeah.
They were really solid.
Yeah, it is. It's because they have to have somebody like him to maneuver the offense.
Right, a playmaker.
No, that's what it is.
Quarterback.
Yeah, yes, he has to control because literally otherwise, bro, it's literally like Zach LaVine, are you hot? No. All right, DeMar, are you hot? No. Vukovic, are you hot? And then it's just everybody just shooting.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say over.
No.
I'm going to say over on the fact that we'll see Lonzo Ball at some point in the year.
Somebody got topping?
Just
pause.
They won 40 games. I could just see them at least getting 42 at least. So I'm going to say over.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't think it's a high over.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this team is just too good to just to be like Alex Caruso. Like
yeah, the Caruso. Yeah, they do. They got people with pride. I see that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then Andre Drummond as a center. Well, I don't know. That makes it different.
No, not at all.
He had some good years.
Yeah.
Doesn't he hold the or he's like second place in rebounds in a game, slow. Or is it blocks?
I think it's rebounds.
Yeah, I think he's like second place because nobody's getting first place.
Yeah.
Because I think first place is an absurd number, right? Just
going through the roster. Right?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
something that happened like in the 70s or something like that.
Of course.
I think they're too good. They'll be over 42.
I want to say 41, 42. I can see that. I'm right there with you. Okay. Who you got next?
Let me see here. The Toronto Raptors.
What were they last year?
They were 41-41.
Oh yeah, under.
Yeah,
I think that team gets blown up before it's over with.
Yeah, they just lost people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Siakam still on there?
Yeah, for now.
Okay, because they lost Van Fleet.
Yeah,
that was terrible. But
yeah, it's we're trying to move in a different direction, but not. The problem was they thought Scotty Barnes was going to take another leap. He didn't get worse, but he didn't play any better, and so they end up having this. And then Fred Van Fleet was kind of injured.
Yeah.
And then they did the thing that I know teams be doing that they be acting like they don't be doing, which is like, hey, man, just chill out. It's fine. You ain't really got to play right now because, like, it ain't really doing nothing for either one of us. We'll just see what's happening.
And they did pick up Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, that's right. They
Would
did.
That make a difference?
Dude, I could just Is Schroeder better than Van Fleet?
No.
You don't think so?
I think if you're talking about Dennis Schroeder at his peak, sure. But that's probably like 4 or 5 years ago. If we're talking about this current version of Fred VanVleet versus this current version of Dennis Schroeder. I think Van Vliet is better. I think his shooting is better. I think
Schroeder brings an intangible. His heart and his energy that he brings.
So I would say that would be a really big plus for Dennis Schroeder over most players. But Fred VanVleet is one of those guys who does the same thing. Like when you look at after the Kawhi stuff, he was the guy. As much as Siakam ended up being like the star, he was the star because his numbers were going to be better because like the way they played. But if you talk about who was the guy that was making them go, it was Fred VanVleet, which is why they looked so not quite there when he wasn't playing.
He's hurt.
Yeah. And I think his scoring is still better than, like, I would trust Fred VanVleet shooting the ball before I don't want Dennis Schroeder shoot. I want Dennis Schroeder driving, but they both kind of finish at the same rate. So it's like who shoots better? It's clearly Fred.
I could just see them, a team like the Bucks going there. We gotta play Toronto.
They also have
Toronto.
Who's their coach?
Huh?
Who's their coach? They just got a new coach as well.
I know they ain't got Nurse.
Ooh, D'Anthony.
Yeah, because Nurse is in Philly. Good luck, bud.
Especially you got Jane Harden over there. I want to go to the Clippers.
Man, y'all gotta get ready to do it again.
Who is the Raptors coach?
I just looked this up. We just talked about this.
No, we talked about.
Well, Nick Nurse is in Philly now.
We talked about Philly and Milwaukee, but we didn't talk about.
Darkos, Jovic.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's some dude from Russia. I don't know who that is.
Who's in there?
He's a new. I think this is his first team if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost
It
positive
has
this
to be
is-
his first team.
First team.
Yeah, I can see them. They definitely be under then.
Yeah, I think they're under. New coach.
So now we just doing the bench. All right, cool. This don't matter now.
They didn't really add anybody.
You want to send the rest of the?
No, I won't pick someone.
I want to at least get like
at least my first 10.
yeah.
We can sim the rest. All right, who else we got?
Okay, let me go down.
Oh yeah, Scary Terry off the bench.
We talk about the
Scary
Hawks,
hours.
Hawks, Heat, Bulls, Raptors, Pacers. Did we talk about the Wizards?
No, I told you what the Wizards.
We briefly talked about it.
Under. What's
They won. They were 35 and 46.
Oh yeah, under that. Yeah, under that.
Yeah.
Under that because they don't have anybody like Porzingis that can.
That's true.
Steady them.
Yeah, under.
Yeah.
They just have a bunch of shooting,
Yeah.
and they're not the Warriors.
No, I mean you can't tell Jordan Poole that. He was the reason they won that last one.
So yeah, under 35.
Yeah, I don't see this.
Yeah, we're all picking bench players.
So who you got next?
Let me see here. Charlotte Hornets.
What they won?
They are 27-55.
Under.
I don't.
Is LaMelo gonna play?
Yeah.
Is Jordan's gonna play?
Who?
Michael Jordan's gonna play for them because they ain't win no games.
I mean, they got Miles Bridges back for what that's worth.
Yeah, I say over.
They just put Kai Jones on indefinite away from team though. He was on live, looked like he popped a bean and was wilding out. So pray for that young brother. I don't know. I just feel like that's a team that's like they're disorganized in a way that's not going to lead to them even getting a good pick. They're just going to be bad. Like Terry Rozier. He just wanted a chance to be the man. For real. Like he left, like he was on that Boston team that had all those good like guards and stuff, and he left because he's like, we all good and we all can't play, so I'm gonna try to go somewhere and do my thing. And he went to the Hornets, and it's like they bring in somebody that's supposed to be better than they had Kemba Walker. He's gonna lead the team, and then he gets hurt or something, and it's like, oh, Terry Rozier, help us out, and he steps up. Then they bring in Gordon Hayward, and it's like, oh, it turns out he really ain't that good, even though he's coming off an injury. He still just wasn't ever really the guy, even when he was in Utah. And it's like, oh, Terry Rozier, can you bail us out again? And they get LaMelo, who's amazing when he's on the court. But, them big baller brand shoes and messed up them kids' feet.
Yeah.
So, for real. Like, he got ankle issues, man. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? Like, when he's on the court, that dude is phenomenal. Like, he's a microwave, and he's also, like, a really gifted playmaker. And before Miles Bridges became a monster and beat on his baby mama, like, they were building something kind of decent. I mean, that's just true.
Hey.
And they got him on a 1-year deal just to see what's up. But, like, bro, like, dysfunction, you can't out talent dysfunction.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Is like you can get a bunch of talented players, but if it's dysfunctional, it's not really going to work. And the Hornets just seem like a mess of an organization.
They did pick up Brandon Miller.
Good luck for that young man. He looks like he does have some talent. He
He kind of struggled in the summer league just a little bit.
He's a little light in the behind than I thought he was. I thought he was a little bigger than that. But when he got around some other NBA players, he doesn't look like when you watch him in college. It was like he was, obviously he's a better athlete than most of the kids that are in college basketball. But he looks small in the league. I'm gonna just say that for him playing supposed to be a 3-4, he looks small. Because he doesn't look quick enough to really deal with some of the more athletic wings, and he definitely don't look big enough to deal with some of the fours.
You're gonna have to buck up.
Like, bro, if you're playing the 4, that means you got to go out somebody like Jaren Jackson Jr. sometimes. What are you gonna do with that? You're already losing by like 3 inches off top because he's taller than most power forwards anyway. But like, you probably losing 50 pounds. Like, it's gonna be bad. Dude, like you were talking about Tobias Harris earlier, but like he'll just back that dude down. Like, what is he gonna do?
Nothing.
So I just think the Hornets ain't good.
No. Speaking of other teams,
I still think they're gonna go over though.
Over the
27, or is it 27 or 24?
27.
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, I could see 28, 29. Yeah.
I knew it's when he was.
No, it wasn't like
I
not
felt
like
it.
40 wins or anything.
Yeah,
like
no, I
that.
felt when you started sounds like, why she gonna say like 28 wins? Yeah, what you think?
Yeah, who was the next team? Or did you say who you wanted?
I ain't gonna say. Oh well, I think the Hornets gonna be under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last
We on the clock.
team.
I gave it to the wrong person. my
Yeah,
bad.
he's best shot. The Heat, baby.
Last team is on the East is Detroit Pistons. They won 17 games.
Come back home.
17-65.
I think they're gonna win more games. I don't know if Monty Brown is actually good.
Monty Brown.
I mean Monty Williams.
Oh, it's like
I
Monty
think
Brown.
that's a wrestler. That's a wrestler. Laird knows the alpha male. Yeah, okay. Hit you with the pounce. But yeah, I don't know if Monty Williams is like, I don't know if he's gonna be in the shoot. That's right. Yeah, Snake.
Super team.
Yeah, baby.
Super team.
I need some size. Oh, Trey Lyles.
Yeah, I say
solid.
under.
Yeah, I definitely say under too. No. I'm sorry. You said 20,
17.
17? Yeah, bro, they win 25 games. Nah. Okay.
Kenny Cunningham.
They don't have Bay anymore. He's the one that got most of those wins last year.
He was responsible for a lot. Well, Cade was hurt though. Cade was hurt. You got Jalen Duren. We got
Joe Harris.
no. I mean he'll make a good veteran.
James Wiseman.
That's right. They picked up Wiseman.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, that was when they was moving them around and stuff. Yeah, he ended up on them. So like they got some.
They drafted a Thompson.
Yeah, the Thompson. That's another. They drafted one of the Thompson twins.
Ashur.
Yeah.
Ashar.
Who was supposed to be the better of the two, even though Amir is
they get
good
19
too.
wins.
I think they'll hit 20 for real, but
They
yeah.
might hit 20.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be shocked if it hit 20. They also might be back in the lottery, and I wouldn't be shocked at that either. So
That's it for the East.
okay,
Move on to the West.
yeah, let's move on to the West.
All right. The Denver Nuggets. They won.
The champion.
They won the championship and they
Finals.
were 53-29. Do they go over or under?
Under.
53 and 29. I say they win 55. I think that they might
lost
feel like they got something. They did lose pieces, but I feel like
Who did
I
they
felt like they
lose,
took. I
Bruce
felt like they
Brown?
took off some time.
How good was Bruce Brown on the team?
For them, really good because perimeter defense.
Watching the Lakers play, my mind was in the blur how everybody was shooting.
They
couldn't miss.
they shot the lights out on y'all.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. woke up. It was pretty much game set match for y'all. And Gordon started hitting shots. That's how you know it was bad when Aaron
Have
Gordon.
Austin Reeves looking like, y'all want me to guard Michael Porter Jr.?
Oh yeah, bro. They had
Go
y'all.
ahead.
That first of all, they were cheating anyway last year with that. We got 3 dudes that's basically 7 feet tall. That's all like doing stuff. Nobody's in the basket, but somehow somebody's always driving to the basket. But I do think that they're still one of the better teams. I think the way their coach is, Michael Malone, not Mike. He doesn't want to be called Mike. So I think he's one of those guys. Now I'm going to say this, but I want it to not mean what it may sound like it means. He's one of those Phil Jackson type coaches, Red Auerbach type coaches. Not like he's that good, but they're the type of dude, Pat Riley, where the first win isn't the win. Like, they knew they could get the first one. The second championship is where they try to go into prove it mode. And that's what he's going to try to do. Like, that's the way because his team is clearly bought into everything, at least this past season. I think that's what they're going to be as an organization and as a team is like, we need to prove that, like, that wasn't a fluke. That wasn't a one-time thing. We're here to stay. So I think they're going to probably hit like 55. They're going to steal.
Would you say Jokic and Murray are the best duel?
Oh, that pick and roll is unfair. What do you do?
It's really good.
That's why the Bucks thing is so dangerous now, because it's the same kind of idea, except the range isn't the same, but both of them driving is the problem. Because like the for me personally, I think the Nuggets, what set them off was when everybody started hitting from outside. The pick and roll is crazy.
Right,
now.
I don't think that's going to be as good this year.
You don't think so?
That's why I say under, and I don't mean like, oh, they're only going to win 40 games. I think they're winning like 52.
Okay,
50.
And I didn't know they picked up Reggie Jackson either.
They picked up Reggie Jackson?
Yeah.
I still say
they'll be okay. They're gonna be fine.
They're gonna be fine.
I still say 50 though.
Bruce Brown.
I don't think they
is a big piece.
I say 50. I say 50. Another reason because of the teams in the West. The Lakers have gotten better. They're not, especially the second half. Like
we'll see about that. Yeah,
the Lakers have gotten better. The Suns have gotten better. Like they're not going to pick up some of those wins.
Yeah, well, I think the Lakers is
all we doing is a run back.
Well, I think the Lakers. It's good for them because they're getting to figure out, like, they know who the team is now starting the season. We talked about that before.
They still didn't know. To figure out.
Yeah, they was figuring their lineup They didn't know the starting lineup until the playoffs started.
Right.
So yeah, given a whole summer for that, people's roles are clearly defined now. It's about locking in and working. And so yeah, I think that the Lakers, my expectation for them is to be in the mix, not the play-in mix, but the actual playoff mix.
Yeah. So that's why I think they're still going to be good. So 50-52 is where I think you'll see the Nuggets at.
I'll be you next, Lear.
What did you say?
I can see them win 55. I might even say they win 60 games too.
Who?
Oh, the Denver Nuggets.
Nuggets. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see them winning 60
I mean,
games.
they're talented, man. It's on you.
Yeah, okay.
Who you got next?
Next team I got is the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
What they win last year?
Let me go check. Phoenix Suns, they were 45-37.
Yeah, they're gonna beat that.
Yeah,
That's an easy over. That's an easy over. They
just
started off terrible. They finished as strong as they needed to be. They only got overall better. They're getting their bench together. Bowl breakout season. It's upon us. It's upon us, man. You know.
Yeah.
You pick Jonathan Isaac.
I think it's an easy over.
You pick Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, why not?
You got no self-respect. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just
Yeah, over. I have nothing really to say. Like, we know what the Suns are at this point.
Yeah, they're a juggernaut.
Well, we don't know what they are, but we do know what they are.
And
they're a juggernaut on paper, like more so than like what the Nets were. And the Nets were really good when they had their three-headed monster. But I think that what they got over there in Phoenix, like, yeah, they can't play the whole game, but they can play a whole bunch of minutes.
And their bench got a way better.
Oh yeah,
a lot better with the trade. With the trade.
Like, what if Nurkic is healthy, bro? And they can really spread the floor.
Yeah, if he never goes down.
Like, if he ends up being just a solid, like nothing like special, but just a solid like 16-10.
Eric Gordon. He
cooked.
He's cooked.
He's been cooked since that.
Eric
Gordon's been cooked since that playoff series where the Rockets missed 27 threes in a row because he was a part of that. They all got
TJ Warren.
Bro, I be waiting for him to be good. He was good that one time in the bubble with the Pacers, and then it's like, what happened? Where is he at? You don't be out. He don't be out here, Larry, when they need him to be out here. That's why Josh Okogie is starting, and he shouldn't be starting.
So who you got next?
Okay, next team is up. Is LA Lakers.
What y'all? What was y'all?
They won 43 games.
Oh yeah, that's
It
should
They should be over.
Y'all should be in the mix. It should be 50 wins. Should be the expectation. Yeah. I know it's gonna be some bumps in the road, but overall, y'all should be. If this is the Lakers team that they're trying to get us to believe that went, because first you went to the conference finals and it wasn't like a fluke. Like you beat some teams. So we got to be coming back with the expectation of y'all should be gunning for number one. I don't think you're better.
A whole summer of training and stuff together, knowing what your roster is going into the beginning of the season, with no real big surprises of anything, like for your roster. Yeah, I think it's an easy over. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit 50 easy.
Just get away from the plan. You know.
Yeah, that shouldn't even be a thought. I mean, y'all were dealing with injuries and like y'all hobbled to that play and stuff.
In the first part of the season, y'all had a completely different team.
Bro, look at y'all roster at the beginning to it.
It was looking nasty out there.
I think y'all starting 5.
3 of them was gone.
Yeah. 2 out of the 5 at the beginning of the season.
LeBron and AD.
LeBron and AD were the only consistent out of that entire time. Actually, I would even venture to say you're 1 through 7. Only AD and LeBron were the same.
Yeah.
Well, no. Reeves was like 7.
But he was on the cutting block. You could say what you want to, but he was, especially when they made all those trades for them guards.
Yeah, I'm surprised they. Well, they at the start they said that him and Christie were not on the trading block.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. They said Reeves and Christie were not. Don't even ask.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing too is we should be expecting Christie to see
some play this year?
Yeah, like he should be out here.
Yeah, because he didn't see any play really last year.
No,
I mean the only questions I got is like I'm not familiar with Reddish.
Now Cam Reddish should be a good addition. Like you have a similar problem to what you had last year, but in a much better way. You're dealing with figuring out who's gonna get the front court minutes, right? So like last year it was like at one point, bro, y'all had Malik Beasley. What was it? Beasley. You got Vanderbilt. You had just got Rui. You had just gotten D'Angelo Russell back. Like
boy.
I mean, y'all locked him in.
Yeah.
And you still had Schroeder at the time, so you had all of these guards, and it was like, then you had Reeves still. It's like who's gonna be the consistent, players. Now you're dealing with that with Cam Reddish and Christian Wood and all that, and it's like if one of them doesn't work out, your team doesn't make or break because of that. Because you're gonna have Vanderbilt on the bench. Who else did you got? You got Vanderbilt. You got
Prince from Minnesota.
Yeah, Taurean Prince. That's another one. It's like, first of all, having Vanderbilt, Taurean Prince is not going to be anywhere near as impactful as Vanderbilt, right?
Is he more of a defensive player?
You don't have to figure out how to make him effective
because one of the problems they had was the perimeter guarding. So I'm just like, hey.
Well, Taurean Prince is more of a 4, like a 3-4, mostly 4. The thing is, like, if he's on the court, he's not gonna be a net negative for you guys. The Christian Wood, Cam Reddish thing, those are going to be the question marks because
Jackson Hayes, they picked him up.
Yeah, Jackson. Yes, and it's like you get all these people. If a couple of them don't work out, somebody's going to be good enough to fulfill the minutes y'all need. Mm-hmm. So I think you guys are in a good spot with that.
Okay.
Who we got next?
The LA Clippers. They won 44 games. I got it written.
That's a tough one.
I got it written on my list on my paper saying the benefit of the doubt.
I want to give them the
benefit of the doubt.
What's the number?
44.
Higher.
44.
You say higher?
Higher.
I'm gonna go lower. I don't. Now here's the thing: if they make the Harden trade,
they're getting a full season with Westbrook, and he was a big catalyst.
Yeah,
for them
you know
last
what?
Year.
That's a good question. See, I think they still gonna try to pull this.
Ty Lue actually knows what to do with Westbrook.
He does. That's a good coach.
Yeah.
Like I'm not questioning him. I feel like they're still like enamored with this Harden thing, and they're going to end up doing something stupid to get the Harden thing
right.
down.
If that happens, obviously things will change. But are they really enamored, or is it James Harden enamored?
I mean, but see, the thing is, he's got people that'll be vocal for him over there. Like, obviously, Russell's going to be vocal, even though he may end up being the piece that has to go to get him there. But I also think that, like, I think Paul George would want him there.
You think so?
I think they want more guys to be.
Hold on to that.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like we always just pick our team and then.
Oh, I think it's gonna be me. Yeah, it's gonna be me, and then I'll go back to Larry. Yeah, I got to get 2 in a row.
I say over though. I say over. I mean, even if you're adding James Harden, I think that still increases your ceiling.
It should.
Now, if they give up Paul George for Harden, I don't think that's a good idea.
Dante D.
Do they even want James Harden?
I don't see
They
why.
don't seem like they are not.
I don't
biting
think
that
they
fast.
should.
No matter how, bitchy James Harden is. I mean,
Honestly, the team that should go after him
I'm
is
not-
probably the
I'm not gonna make
Rockets.
that move. Why would I do that?
Well, see.
But I don't know why the Rockets would ever
the-
want him back.
Well, that and also, yeah, because he put a fat suit on. But I also think it's wild because you got Joe Ingles. I didn't even see him. I think because that's his name. It's Ingles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I think like James Harden, not to be like he's a terrible guy and all this stuff. I just think that everything, like any team that could put him on there, would also disrupt everything that they're doing if they put him on there. Like you said, the Rockets, yeah, it actually wouldn't really be a bad fit, right? But then also like, what happens to Jalen Green and like all the stuff that you're doing with like Alperen Sengun and all that, like all that gets disrupted if you throw James Harden on that team. Because if you have James Harden, you got to use James Harden. And the way to use James Harden is to not use other people.
Yeah.
It's just all about can they stay healthy to even, even in the playoffs.
You might be lucky.
That's how I feel about the Clippers. Like, are y'all going to be healthy going into the playoffs finally?
I mean, yeah, that's always the question, right? Like, when has that not been the question for the Clippers? Are you going to be healthy?
Can you please stop treating like the Lakers like it's going to be a damn NBA Finals every time?
No. They got to cook y'all, and they got to let the confetti roll down and all that. They still ain't got their building yet. When they move into their building? When they leave y'all alone?
When they going to move to San Diego?
Yeah, when they gonna get out y'all face?
God.
Y'all be walking past. The Lakers got to walk past them when they go to the bathroom and be seeing them in their room, just sitting there staring at them. Like, when you moving out, bro? Semester about to start. You ain't gonna stay on campus?
Yeah. So I can see them.
I'm gonna let you have Mo Wagner. I've already picked up 2 backup centers.
Oh, for real?
God, man, my
Shake
team gonna
Milton?
be a mess.
No, you only gonna end up with a 7-8 man rotation anyway.
I guess.
Look, we ain't trying to figure. Look, we already know what we want from our teams. You ain't gonna try to figure it out. You're gonna be like, I got these people. All right, you're not.
I'm
playing.
ready to sim the rest of the draft whenever.
Oh
we
yeah.
get there.
I'm done after this because this is 10th round. You already know who I'm getting. So
All right, who we got next after the Clippers?
We got the Golden State Warriors. They were 44-38.
I thought they were lower than that for
Who?
some reason.
Golden State Warriors.
44-38.
44-38.
I want to say higher.
All right, y'all ready to sim the rest of this?
Yeah. that's fine.
I mean,
The Chris Paul thing is gonna be interesting. Is he gonna come off the bench? Is he gonna start? He said he wants to start.
Today in media day, he said he was okay with coming off the bench
Okay, all right. See, I ain't watching
because he was like, "Well, I came off the bench for Team USA. I know the role." That's what he.
I mean,
that's what he was
I
saying.
think that's a great decision because he can be that mod squad coming in into the
especially with like Kuminga.
the Kuminga. The big thing is Kuminga for one because you see a variation of Chris Paul, Kuminga, and a shooter, right? And then you kind of fill in defensively who you need to put in there. But that becomes
2 inches auto draft.
Yeah,
or auto
yeah,
generate. Yeah. All right, I want to set my lineups and stuff.
yeah, you go do your thing, man.
Yeah, I say over.
Yeah, the Warriors. I think they should be shooting for like. I mean, like
Yes.
again,
It's gonna be wild. The West is gonna be
somebody's
wild.
not gonna make this, and I'm fine with one of these teams not making it. But like I said, I think the Clippers are under. I think the Warriors are over. I think the Warriors are gonna be like 46, 48 wins, and I think the Clippers are going to be closer to 40 wins. I think some of their wins are going to come directly from them.
You can easily say they're going to be over. Like
You say you think they're gonna be over?
easily.
What you trying to get to?
My team.
I just think they're going to win like somewhere around 46 games.
You trying to set the Magic's lineup? Oh, just go to all teams. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was I doing?
You were looking for the Magic, and you were controlling the Magic, so you couldn't find them on your list of, because it was looking at minutes per team, like against the team you're going against.
Oh,
Yeah, and this is your general.
Yeah,
This is your general lineup.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
That's a tough perimeter. Miles Turner, no, that's a tough team.
Oh, we actually doing that too. Okay.
Yeah, we gonna set
Set my lineup.
Yeah, you gotta set the lineup. Some people ain't supposed to get no time. They gotta find out the hard way.
Okay.
You got JaVale McGee. You know what that is? That's championship pedigree right there.
I guess.
What you mean? He's an NBA champ. Put some respect on JaVale's name. Okay.
Oh, I appreciate him a lot.
All right. So we all agree Warriors over.
Over.
Yeah, I can see easily being over. Next team up is the Memphis Grizzlies, and they won. They were 51-31. I think the first 25 games is going to be a little bit interesting.
It's gonna be shaky.
They have Marcus Smart.
They have Marcus Smart, which he can steady his ship, but also. So my question is, as Jaren Jackson Jr. moves forward as a player, what do you do differently with him this season that you didn't do last year? Because now you also have to figure out defensively, even when Ja comes back, you are a defensively less capable team in some capacity because of the Dylan Brooks thing. I don't think Dylan Brooks was like the Darrell Revis, shut down player like that, or like a Kawhi Leonard level defender. But I think he was really good at what his job was. And I think that they haven't really addressed it. And you have a lot of people that's coming back from injury. And
Who's injured for them?
Brandon Clark, Steven Adams.
When is Brandon Clark coming back?
Probably towards the second part of the season.
Yeah.
I think he had an Achilles, right?
No,
It was the ACL.
knee,
It was the
right?
ACL. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was ACL. So I think the 25 games could end up being really bad for them, and it just means that they really need Ja to like bring everything together, which is entirely possible. He's that dynamic of a player. But they also may not be as good as we'd like them to be. So I feel like 50 games, given what's going on with them and how much it's going to take to, that's got to be some sort of adjustment to have Ja Morant and Marcus Smart on the same team. Like, just from how does the team move? You know what I'm saying? And I like their coach. I like not Bert Kershaw.
Tom Segura.
I like Tom Segura.
So with Ja Morant being out for 25 games.
But he gets to travel with the team.
Yeah,
Does he really?
Yeah, so it's like one of these NCAA suspensions where he just
Really?
can't play.
So how many games y'all think they're going to win
In that first 25?
in the first 25?
I feel like it's going to be a 50-50 split. I'd say 12 games.
I'm going to say 14.
I'm saying under, by the way, for their overall
Yeah.
record. I think they're going to end up
what was their
51.
51-31.
under? I think they win 10.
10 out of the 25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Brandon Clark being gone,
Yep.
is Adams going to be back?
That's another thing. I'm not sure if he's actually going to be there game one. And even then, it's like he's got to get worked back in as well.
You want to go next?
Yeah.
I can see them easily being like 13-12 or something like, or 13-12.
Yeah,
12
I
Oh,
wouldn't be
13.
surprised with that either. But I think
Because,
my gut says 10.
it's going to be on people who haven't really had to wait as much. Like Desmond Bane has to be a dependable, consistent, higher than he has been score. Like, he averaged 20 last year, right? He's going to need to average 30 while he's gone. Like,
Does he? I mean, that Marcus Smart, he's no slouch.
he's not a slouch, but also I
know you have some just bias against him.
He can't shoot as well as he thinks he can shoot. Am I lying, Larry? Sometimes he shoots the ball. Sometimes it's threes in particular. Like the thing that he did in Boston used to always throw me off is like if Tatum hits a three and then somebody else hits a three, like Grant Williams please not Jaylen Brown hit a three after Tatum hits a three.
Where did Williams go? Did he go to Dallas?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Grant Williams. Yeah, he went to Dallas. Like you could see it in those games. Like Tatum hits a three, Brown hits a three. Marcus Smart is shooting the three the next play. Like whatever the play is, it does not matter. It's Marcus Smart's turn. They got threes.
Yeah, but is that his decision or the coach's decision?
It's his decision. You can look at him. You can look at everybody and see that Marcus Smart was. Even the commentators used to be like, "Yeah, he's gonna do that sometimes." You know.
Oh man.
I guess I like Marcus Smart more than most people.
Oh no, I do. I think he's fantastic. I think.
Plus, they have. I mean, look, they have the last 2 defensive players of the year on their team.
True.
So maybe more than 10. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know with them.
I think overall they're gonna be a little bit under.
Their overall record, their season ending, yes, I think it's gonna be under. I don't know what to expect from the first 25.
Yeah,
I said 10, but now I'm doubting myself.
Hey man, squad kind of tight. It's kind of tough. You know what I'm saying?
You got Steph Curry.
Yeah, I got Steph Curry, OG, Dylan Brooks, Cat, Steven Adams. That gives toughness because, tall man, need a big man. Balance out the tall man. Okay.
All right, who you got next?
The next team up is the Dallas Mavericks. They won 38 games.
Higher. They were tanking last year.
Who was it? You said the Mavericks?
Yeah.
What was they
38.
It's gonna be the mid 40s.
I don't know.
Shit,
I say
the West is
36.
I say 40 to 45.
It's the Wild West. I
don't believe in them. They got to show me. I'm a hater. Prove it to me.
I think adding Grant Williams gave him.
That does. God, I hate how he legitimizes them so much.
Gives him somebody down low, not like down low, like to.
No, but it's one. He's a 4. But he's a 4 that can shoot.
And he's going to make both.
He's going to make both.
I'm going to make both.
I'm going to make both.
God, last year was so good.
Yeah, man. We had some good moments. Luka Garza. No.
I want to say higher.
I still think that the Mavericks aren't a good team. I just think overall, first of all, I don't think Jason Kidd's a good coach.
No,
I enjoyed him as a player. Off the court, terrible person.
He was all right with the Lakers as an assistant coach.
But
he had to get rid of him because he was trying to cause mutiny as soon as he got there. Hey, you know it'd be cool if I was the coach.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we're gonna get you out of here, my boy. Hey,
he's like Doc Rivers, but without the championship.
Bro, if he somehow gets a ring with Dallas, my goodness, he will die in the league. He's not going anywhere.
I mean, I think their biggest concern is can Luka and Kyrie work together.
Right.
Like, who's going to shoot? Who's going to pass? Like,
I think they spent a lot of time last year trying to figure that out, and I think they figure it out this year early too.
Who the hell do I got?
Oh, you got some players.
All right.
You got Larry Nance Jr. starting the center. I put Jeremy Grant in the center. If I'm being honest.
I mean, they're getting pretty much the same amount of time.
Yeah, but I'd start Jeremy.
First of all, I'd move.
You have to move the hour. You have to move the minutes.
Yeah.
So you're moving players. You need to move the minutes.
Oh.
So like you moving Jeremy Grant as starter. That's good because he'll start the game, but you need to move the actual minutes where you how much you want. Yeah, up and down.
Left
so
to right.
If you're going to the right, that means you have no minutes to give. See above where it says minutes remaining.
Yeah.
So you have 5 minutes to give out to people. So you. I know you moved something on the bench. So Jeremy Grant's on the bench now. And you have Tim Hardaway starting at center. I don't think you want to do that.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Switch out Tim Hardaway and Jeremy Grant.
Oh my God, what I'm doing? I'm putting. Oh yeah,
press
that's a great idea.
Have CPU be a rotation.
Well, what I want to press?
Yeah, press that.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Then press it again.
And
all right, there you go.
There you go. You accidentally put Larry Nance Jr. as your starting point guard. So now you can move Jeremy. Yeah, you can switch those if you want, or you can leave it the way whatever you want to do. Who are we talking about?
The Mavericks.
Yeah.
I say under. I just
You think
I don't. I just think where all these teams are getting good, you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to see who on your Hawks team then.
Mavericks. You got to go down coaching.
Yeah, I don't see the everybody's getting good, and I just feel like Grant Williams is a really solid piece. I just feel like what's gonna happen long term on that team, like I don't know. When they not winning, it's pretty solid. God, you got Anthony Simons. I should have picked him up. Like I said, you like Tobias Harris.
I picked him, I had to pick somebody.
Got Kyle Lowry. I see what you like on your team.
I had to pick somebody.
Like him thick.
Pick them.
Yeah. It's both solid squads, man.
I like my Magic squad over my Blazers squad.
Yeah, I was looking. I think I like my Heat squad over my King. My King squad is good, but I think my Heat squad is just a little top heavy in a good way. I don't know how we want to.
We can do the first week or
Yeah.
so. Who's next?
The Sacramento.
Were you done with the Mavericks?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I just think they're not. I think they're going to implode. Up.
Sacramento King, they were 48 and 34.
I think they go down. I think they go down to like
Sacramento Kings were what?
48.
48, 34.
I think the West is just they got to play too many of those other teams.
What did they change anything this year? This offseason?
No. They might have signed some people, but nothing. They didn't make any dynamic moves just yet, other than maybe they re-signed some people.
Do you want to change your lineup? Your backup small forward got a lower back injury.
You want to just have the CPU do it?
Yeah, have him do it.
You know what? Y'all just played. Oh well. How are we gonna do that?
We got to see. You got to check the schedule, see who's playing.
They play here. So
Ooh, yeah, let's watch.
Simulate with.
We'll have to.
Simulcast live, right? No.
Just play a game and just put it into.
Have CPU adjust.
Okay.
Might not make it through that whole game though. So probably gonna make it.
Oh, we won't. That's fine. We watch the video.
Crypto Arena. Like that, don't you?
I really
Crypto.com.
I really miss the Staples.
Yeah.
Easy win for us. Who we
Yeah.
You said 48.
Yeah, they were what third?
Did they didn't do anything in the offseason? I don't remember.
Have they re-signed?
Picked
Oh yeah, championship pedigree.
Over.
Yeah, 64 wins.
Finals MVP. I want to say 48 is a lot.
I think they're gonna have like 46, 44 to 46.
Honestly, I see anywhere between 45 and 50. I think they're one of those. They're going to be really close to what they did last year.
Did they want to
Really?
play?
You think they're going to fall that much?
Westcott took their heart too. It looked bad, man. The Warriors took their heart.
Stomped it out.
These literally.
Lakers, if they're going to get out of the not being a plane, they're going to be up. Clippers, Warriors, Grizzlies.
It starts to be somebody ain't gonna make it.
You might win
I'm Brian
45
Anderson.
games,
With
but
us
they're going to
tonight,
probably be
two
in the
great
plane.
basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Catch a bad streak, bad
And
road
now a
trips.
look at
Might
the
be
upcoming
rough
schedule
because they end
for
up
the
winning
Los
a lot at
Angeles
home
Lakers.
last year, and I think it was
They'll be
part of
taking
it
on
is
Chris Middleton
surprising
and the Los
yeah.
Angeles
It's like
Clippers.
maybe we're going to
Then on
Sacramento.
Saturday,
Oh wait a minute,
they'll
they're
begin a
not
road
just
trip
laying down.
Orlando.
You know, De'Aaron Fox has 28 and
Great
Sabonis got a triple double.
opportunity for this team to take a step forward.
Yeah,
They have
both
some
full
tough
court
road
and he's
games
going
coming
off.
up. And that kind of stretch to bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge
huge for their overall confidence.
Gotta play the game.
They've got the Aaron Fox. Rui Hachimura
Home court
is out
advantage,
there
though, he
with
get a
Miles
B.
Turner. Then there's Trey Murphy.
I don't know what that means, but you did.
Yeah, I
in
know
the
what
shooting
that
guard.
means.
And for the Lakers,
All right, who you got next?
we've got Jeremy Grant. Jordan Clarkson is
Oklahoma
out there
City
with Chris
Thunder.
Paul.
They were
Then it's
40,
DeMar DeRozan. And it's Hayward. In
I think they're over
Small
500
forward.
next year.
Having played in the Eastern Conference.
Or this season. I
Is
think
it
they're
better to
at
come
least
out
Yeah.
to LA
40.
and
Yeah.
knock out this
I
trip
see
all
that,
at
yeah.
once, Grant?
Absolutely.
Because if Chet's healthy, they have a really hard. They have a hard team
It
to
makes it nice to get these teams
game
out
plan.
of
Yeah,
the way.
like if their players are developing the way they have, like SGA is gonna be a monster this season. Like he's got the confidence now. Like you can see it. He's gonna be a monster. Josh Giddey is starting to fill it out. I said Chet looks pretty healthy. He looks bigger. He looks ready for the league. He might end up, like you said before, he might end up being a dark horse rookie of the year candidate.
Turner, a screen on Paul.
So I think they'll
Pass
be
to
a little bit better.
Hachimura. Down low.
Get him, Miles.
Here's Turner.
Get him, Miles.
1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, I think
Smart
they'll be
bucket by
over
Turner.
for the same
Use your
reason that you
length
said.
and
Chet,
score it in close.
Chet's actually going to be my. We'll probably talk about it next
Against Paul.
episode.
DeRozan, a
Individual
screen on
awards.
Fox.
What do we think? Yeah, I have him in the running for rookie of the year.
Rolls around and rims out.
Unlike some other
I was thinking the
guys,
same
this is
thing.
a
What
wide
was
open
it?
look for his
Oh,
confidence
he
at
got
all.
him. He did him up.
And it's Fox penetrating. Rebounded by
So
Chris Paul.
I think
A rare miss for him.
Yeah.
I think they're
at
above
range.
500.
That's
I
what
think
we'd
they're
like
gonna
to
be
have back.
a tough team.
They're gonna be problems, man. They're gonna be a problem.
Takes a three.
Any team I think
It's
is
hauled in
playing
by
in
the
Oklahoma
Magic.
City. It's
And
gonna
their first look at this
you
year's
know, be no
Lakers
easy
squad.
out.
And with this matchup
I can
being
see
East
them
versus
going
West, this is the first of only
Yes.
2 meetings
That's
between these teams.
that's really what I'm
Very
thinking is going to
difficult
convert.
game to
It'll
predict.
be 42 and 40.
They are
Yeah.
not familiar with each other. I expect to
Yeah.
see a lot of
I hate-
in-game adjustments
Yeah.
on both
That's some
sides.
bad stuff.
I wish bad
Fox.
things.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, making a smart pass there. I mean,
Next team
Bridges
up.
doesn't just
New
hold the
Orleans
ball.
Pelicans.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in.
If what we seeing from Zion,
Over.
Takes the three.
it's got to be over. The expectations got to be over.
Yeah,
Like
the defense is
they got to
really
break
gotta
somebody's
tighten up
heart.
on
Like,
it.
some
I mean,
teams
just too
is
dangerous
going to
for
be
people.
relying on them to help them get to a certain point, and they gonna hurt some
Turner,
feelings.
screen
They
on
were
Paul.
number one in
Three-pointer,
the West at
Fox.
one point.
Clarkson
And
grabs
Zion.
him in.
Yeah,
This is the shot they wanted to get.
Everything I've seen,
he
everything I've heard.
looks locked in.
Yes.
Here's Paul.
Scary.
He's now 1 for 2 with that
That's going to be a
bucket.
scary problem
Chris
for the
Paul
league.
excels at taking what the
How did he
defense
look
gives him.
immediately?
That's why
Oh yeah, he looks. I won't say he looks slim, but he looks like he's in better. Looks like he weighs way less than he did at the end of last year.
On the roster.
Yeah, not a lot
Like,
of
in the
NBA
last season,
service
what I mean.
time up and down the
at the
roster
roster,
with
man.
tons and tons of talent.
Like I said,
I mean, they
solid.
did very well
It's all up
constructing
to
the
that.
roster. Now to
Yeah, because
develop
that record is a little bit of him there, like 20-something games.
His last outing, he had 24 points.
And there were times where they were missing Larry Nance, they were missing Brandon Ingram, they were missing CJ, they were missing
You
Alvarado.
went to a couple of their games, didn't you?
I went to one.
Pass to
Good,
Fox.
man. They have a fun environment.
Did you get some smooth?
To the paint.
We did get
Here's
some
Hachimura.
At the Smoothie King.
Rolls around and rims out.
Once he gets
I
the ball
think
there, you expect him to capitalize.
I think this is
That
going
was
to
a
be a breakout
missed
year for
opportunity.
Trimmer.
Is that it?
I think it's going to be his breakout year.
I can see that.
Taking his time here.
He's got the tools.
Great
They're
move
there.
by Chris Paul.
If this isn't his breakout year, it's definitely going to be the next. I think one of the next 2 years is going to be his
Chris Paul
breakout year.
knows exactly what
He already has the spot up shooting. He's above 95% in
Fox
free
against
throws.
Paul. And he lays it up and
He just
in.
needs to work on
And they may have talked
his
about shot selection coming into this.
And it's
moving
Paul
with the ball and
for the
shooting.
Lakers.
Yep.
Once he gets that down, man, he's going to be.
He's gonna be a multi-level
got 6
scorer.
points.
Like that's where he's on the precipice of being able to
And
score on
so
all
He's
three
going to be
levels.
a fortified all-star.
Trailing by 2. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And it's gonna be and it's crazy
Running it in
because
from range on the road is
Brandon
never
Ingram's on the
easy
team,
to
too.
do,
Yeah.
but they pulled it off. And
They're going to have a
played
scary
great
team. They're going to
Yeah,
have
and you can see the
a
crowd's
real 3 to
reaction
4
with
threat
every make.
scoring
It
team.
wasn't
In New Orleans,
pretty.
they always tough. They always gonna play you tough.
Yeah, you got people like Alvarado.
DeRozan with the ball.
yeah.
Still no points.
Valanciunas is no like
Yeah,
Valanciunas is
Valanciunas is no
still
slouch.
one of the better centers in the league every year, but it's just like, oh, he's on the Pelicans, so it don't really matter. But like he's there causing problems for a lot of players
Here's
every
Hachimura.
season.
He's the one that helped him keep in the mix when Zion went down.
Yep.
Now Fox.
Like he'll mess around and have a
35-point game for him in the
2015
win
game.
against Portland.
and his court vision was sensational.
Yeah, I think
I've always been high on
He
the
was making
Pelicans
all the
for the
right
last couple of
decisions.
years, though.
Shot clock at
We see the
5.
vision.
Nice shot by Turner.
But I say
The
over.
Turner's
agility
eating
of
me all
Turner
up.
is huge in these pick and rolls. He's hard to prevent from scoring in these situations.
Next team.
Yep.
Next team is the Minnesota
Fox
Timberwolves.
against Paul. DeRozan, a screen on Fox.
Low, unless
Clarkson.
we see the Gobert that we saw in the playoffs.
Well, there's two big
Pass to
factors.
DeRozan.
Health.
The Lakers
They dealt with a lot of injuries
Late
last
clock.
year.
Yeah, they did. Cat was out for a while.
Yeah, and they still end up being over
You
500.
just can't
So
afford to give up
the thing
that kind of
is,
look very
do
often.
we get more Anthony Edwards, which we should?
And here's
Yeah,
Fox.
Because he's
especially after the FIBA.
Like, he's clearly the catalyst. Do we get a focused and mentally tough?
We always talk about this. Just
Rudy
to
Gobert.
be
My
shot
stats
can
on
be
people.
just as
Yes.
I don't trust him.
What you mean? You don't like the screen assist? You don't like the screen assist?
despite his
Yeah,
size.
escargot.
CP3 has always been able to
But yeah, no,
score
it's really going to be the help, like the overall health of the team.
From
You
outside.
got-
42 and 40, you said?
So you have McDaniels, who
Ball
I
against
say
Fox.
over, actually.
I think they should be hitting the 44, 46 mark.
Yeah, not by a lot, but over.
Yeah, a couple of
One
games
side of
over.
a great playmaker, hitting his man
44,
in stride.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5
it?
of 10.
I understand. Listen, I understand. I'm not going to say you're wrong for saying that.
You
You
Edwards is a dog. That's
Brad's got 5.
You know,
What about the big
scouts
perf?
felt that
I-
Jeremy Grant would ever
I
be
think
this
I think
kind of
he
three-point
I think
shooter.
Gobert is what makes or
Bridges,
breaks
a
that.
screen on Paul.
It is. Like, dude, because the moments that he was
He looked good in the playoffs.
6 of 11
Like,
so
those little-
far.
I would say like
DeRozan.
so normally Gobert is a 50-50
It's
person.
his second
You
attempt
get
to go.
50%
Now he's 1 for 2.
awesome,
I
50%
like the
bad.
feed from Clarkson
In
showing
the
he's more
playoffs,
than
I
just
think
a
that
scorer.
leaned
Orlando
more
trailing here.
75-25.
I mean, you talking about Joker? Yeah, as he should. He gonna put 50 points on anybody he want to.
14-point game
He
for
said,
him to win against the
they asked Gobert,
Trailblazers.
you want a double? He said, no, I got this. And he said, brother, I got
Also
36.
impacted the game on
Sure.
the glass. Terrific all-around
Like,
effort.
but it's Joker. Like that's not an excuse, but like we gotta put some context behind it. Yeah, he gonna give him what he want to give him. It's
I figured him in town is going to be.
well, so okay again.
The problem is that
Towns is not a center. He's a tall guy.
Yeah.
He's just a tall guy, bro. You got the moment people stop asking him to do center stuff, the value is there. Stop asking him to
I
do
also
center
think
stuff.
the problem in Minnesota
Bridges
is
has
not
got a
necessarily a
second
player
basket.
problem, but
They
a
keep
coach problem.
capturing the lead.
Oh yeah, I don't think Chris. I have no reason to believe in Chris Finch. But also, who else do they
Both
get?
teams putting forth their best efforts
I didn't
right
know they picked
now.
up,
This
Shake
is the kind
Yes,
of game.
very good pickup. Like I said, Jaden McDaniels being healthy, Shake Milton, like
He's coming
They
off a
picked up Troy
19-point
Brown
game
Jr.
against
from
Sacramento.
Lakers.
yes.
He's not bad.
They picked up who? Troy
Troy
Brown.
Brown Jr. is not bad.
It's hauled in by the Magic.
We'll see what you can get out of
To
him.
make that, especially
I have trouble
that
against
distance.
player like Durant.
Yeah,
Fox against Paul.
yeah. Well, see, they supposed to. Well, they also have like Nas Reed. Like they have a little more depth. They still the biggest problem with them right now, like for real, outside of what Rudy are you gonna get? They don't have
From the
a
top of
point
the
guard.
key. and
Like
he
Conley
gets the jumper
Jr.
for
is
2.
old.
Now
He
it's a
clearly is
4-point
old.
Orlando
He's
lead.
at
Good
least a
defense,
step and
but
a half
not good
behind
enough.
what you need him to
Fox
be.
doesn't need more
And
than
like
an
sure
inch
he'll
of
have a game where he hits 4
shot on
threes.
target.
But they also have a
On the
bunch
wing
of
to
games where he has
DeRozan.
8 points. And
They don't need him to score shit.
And
like
it's
that.
DeRozan
They don't need him
They
to-
need him to manage
Orlando's
the
gone
game.
they need,
1
but
for
he
3
needs to
from
be
beyond the
dynamic
arc.
in the way he manages.
No
He's just out there
question,
like
this offense
No, I
has
think
some
you can lean
firepower.
on Ant.
And they're looking very
I don't.
confident in all
I
they're
want
doing
Ant
right
creating
now.
for himself. I don't want Ant creating
it's
for other
Turner.
people.
That
I
time,
still
all the
don't. I
assists
don't think
from
that
Fox.
they may that part may not be in
Fox
his
has
game,
got 3
and it's
assists in the
okay.
game. The big
I don't think you need to force it. That's what they try to do with like Andrew Wiggins and stuff.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. There's no
I don't want
way
him trying
coach
to
likes this
direct
effort
traffic
level.
either.
They need to
Him playing
refocus.
defense.
It's so
just break
easy
his
to
leg
get
or
run
whatever.
over
Yeah,
when you lose
yeah.
even
What did he
a
do? He
little
break his hand or
edge.
something like that?
Look for
I
them
think- I
to
thought it was
come
his-
out much
Well,
more
it
aggressive.
was his hand.
Yeah, it was his hands because he
Yeah.
punched the wall. Or something.
Yeah, he did. He punched the fire extinguisher. I mean the fire. Jaden McDaniels.
Oh, you talking about yeah, the Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson and Rudy punched Kyle Anderson because Kyle Anderson called him a bitch. So
Oh, did you see they finally released what people said to Draymond last year?
no, what did he say?
He said he said something like you're really expensive for being a backpack.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dang. Cutting deep, baby.
That's why
Who's gonna have 55 on them?
That's one of the reasons why I think the Warriors will be better this year because they don't have the distraction of Poole.
Something to be said about not having to worry about a dude who's even when y'all winning, he's still worried about if he winning.
Yeah,
it's hard, man. It's hard.
Who you got next?
I got Jazz.
I like the
They
Jazz.
were 37 and 45.
I want to say higher.
I want to say I want them to hit 40.
I got to look at
They added John Collins, right?
Yes. So now you're looking at potential.
yeah.
So
So their
they have
starting five is Kessler, John Collins, Markkinen, Sexton, and Clarkson, right?
Yeah.
So are they done rebuilding? Are they ready to go?
I mean, they have. I won't say they're ready to go.
Colin Sexton's health is going to be the
Yeah, the
biggest
catalyst.
factor because if he's healthy and he can play, that what they want to do with marketing, you have to have him doing it because like Clarkson is really good at a bunch of stuff, but he's not the dynamic scorer that Sexton can be. It's like De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. Like you got to have both of those dudes doing what they need to do for y'all to really be successful. If De'Aaron Fox is doing all this work, but Sabonis is doing what he was doing against the Warriors, all of a sudden it doesn't matter if De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk score 30 points each. Y'all don't have enough going on the other side of things.
They set the screen.
Yeah, the health is going to be super
Back to
important to them
Olynyk.
because you got Kelly Olynyk
To the
who's
middle.
down for a minute, which is the reason why
Here's
Walker
DeRozan.
Kessler got the time that he
off the
got.
left iron.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
a
know.
bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Well, some have called DeMar DeRozan a master
I don't know
of
what that
mid-range.
was.
Yeah, it was
Maybe rightly so.
That was even worse.
I definitely give him that title.
Yeah, I want to say
You
higher.
guys are as efficient in that
Yeah, I
area
think
as him.
They should be competing for a play-in spot.
Fades and
Yeah.
shoots.
Like you have to be
The
like.
rebound by man.
Well, that's true, but like they for their progression, they have to be competing for a play.
And I like their coach too.
I do too. I don't like Utah.
I
just like the
Utah
players.
franchise. I like their players, their
And
coach.
pass to McGee.
It's like Boston. I like their players.
their
I
coach?
like
The 9-footer.
Young dude.
And it's good. 2 points.
He
And now
coached
it's an
with
8-point Orlando lead.
Pop, right?
Yeah, he comes from that coaching
Getting
tree.
out in front, trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out,
Yeah, Hardy, yeah.
step by step, valuing each possession.
He unlocked
Now
nothing.
here's Hardaway. 17 points for him. Last game against the Kings in Sacramento. 5 to shoot. Inside.
he came from
Here's
the
Nance. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a
Like
pair.
what he was able to achieve before they decided to get rid of Vanderbilt and all. Like that was the weirdest
Get
thing.
rid of Beasley and Vanderbilt.
You know, I know Granny wants to get
Because
out
Beasley
of
has been ineffective on the
He
Lakers,
knows and we know how
but on the
valuable
Jazz
a
you was
when
seeing.
he's at full strength.
No, he's on Indiana or where did he go?
What we talking about?
Malik Beasley.
Take a break.
That's a question.
I can live with it.
Yeah, we saw he was on somebody else's team recently.
Oh, he went. No,
He went to
He's on the
Milwaukee.
Bucks.
he went to Milwaukee.
And the first
That actually
line
might be
is
a really
good.
good fit for him.
Yeah,
Despite
he can come in and just shoot.
starting to play
Yeah.
in,
Because that's really what he
the
wants to
Lakers
do is
made it
come in and
to
shoot.
the
That's his
finals last year.
that's his MO.
Easy, BA.
It's
Knocking
come in,
out
take
Ja
shots.
And the second seeded
Y'all
Grizzlies,
sad you don't get
then
that. You don't
defeating
make
Steph and the defending
Oh, he
champions
gets
Warriors.
immediately
A
dejected.
really
It's hilarious.
good run.
Oh
The
yeah,
Lakers
yeah.
Like, come
making
on,
a
man.
switch
That's what
here.
you're supposed to do.
Hall's checked in. Payton's checked in for Orlando. Fox comes in for man. So
Can't
he
make
gets
shots
some
right
shots.
now, so.
You know, since the Lakers moved
Who
to
you got
LA in
next?
1960, they've had the most sustained success.
I know
in
we
the
have way
NBA.
too many
Well,
overs.
think about this, BS.
Now, I mean,
No,
somebody's
I've been saying
somebody's gonna be.
To Kobe to LeBron.
Said a lot of East teams or something.
They're gonna win. Somebody's gonna win 39 games.
Oh, easy. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And the city
Jazz.
loves basketball.
How we talking about?
Griffin, he's checked in for McGee.
I mean, you got Blake Griffin on your team.
Yeah, he was one of my auto picks.
Yeah.
Auto draft.
Okay, the
it's Ball
Portland
with the ball for Los
Trailblazers,
Angeles.
33 and
6-point
49.
game. Pass to Nance.
I want to say over.
Who can get the draft pick?
I feel like
say over, but
It's a nightmare in pick and roll.
I feel like they might end up trying to sabotage
Minute 15
it.
left in the first.
Try to go more in on the future
Levert
and
passes
be like,
to
this year
Barnes.
don't really matter as much.
Back to
Like I
Levert.
feel like they may still make moves before
the pick.
the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say under just because I feel like they're not at a position where they're trying to win. Like obviously they're trying to win, but they have a lot of pieces to work on still. Like they probably do want to really see what Scoot is going to look
Green
like.
on their team?
He's covered
Yes.
by Fox. Kicks it out to Hardaway.
You think so? Jeremy Grant?
Jeremy Grant, they just signed him to a big contract.
Yeah, just get him an extension.
Terrific
Him and Simons got extensions.
Excellent numbers.
And Dame didn't appreciate it.
Here's
Yeah.
Fox. And he's going to the line for two.
I want to say I wouldn't be surprised if I see them at 35
It's going to go on Kelly
and
Olynyk.
just out of
Everything
the
Fox does
or
is so
either
fast.
the 10th spot.
Makes them very difficult to guard.
I think they're gonna be under. I think they're gonna. I think they're not concerned with necessarily winning games this year. It's
Just
more about
feeling out the team.
filling out the team, really seeing like what is Aiden gonna give
Throws
them.
good for
How old is
Fox.
Robert Williams?
And looking at
27.
Fox, a microwave
So they have a
scorer
fairly
and
young team.
Yes, they have.
Tasmanian
They have. I
He's
think
their
they.
oldest player,
Yeah, I think they might have the like youngest team. Yeah, Aiden's like 25.
McGee, he's checked in for Orlando.
Grant might be like 26, 25.
Yeah, I think Williams is their oldest player.
Yeah, at least in the starting lineup. I'm pretty sure they got some.
And so he
old
hits
dudes on
both.
the bench. That does.
So yeah, they don't need to win now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
I think they're going. I think once they.
Well, I
Fox
still
against
think
Paul.
they might win 35. They'll still be out of the play.
Yeah.
Pass to Olynyk.
Like they might play spoiler to somebody. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they play
Ooh,
spoiler to a
excellent
couple
knee
like
there
them.
from
Thunder did
Barr.
last year.
Exactly.
Leading right at
Oh,
the
we
rim.
got to get a couple
Typically
games and
first
then we go in
those
there and it should be like
situations.
that.
Not this time.
Scoop get a triple double or something.
Fox outside.
Simons can't miss from three. DeAndre Ayton got a 20-20 game.
And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Under.
Second team seeded when it'll be over. 22. That bad?
I think they're not.
They don't know what they have. Dude, they picked up Dylan
Van
Brooks
Fleet.
and Van Vliet.
And they were kind of
And they already
salary.
had
They were
Jalen Green.
they were
and-
salary moves to a degree. Like their real focus is Sagoon and Green, and the Thompson twin, and you know they did have the one kid, but he hit the girl, so he's out.
Girls like trying to deny.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I like
it's too late. Don't even worry about it,
And
Chavez.
I mean, they have a Duco. He's probably
Yeah.
gonna bang somebody's wife.
Yeah, he's gonna bang a wife, and
Just
it's gonna all collapse. They're still in.
Deep
You
three from
know.
Paul.
Who hit that?
Oh, what a
Get it from the
miraculous
logo.
shot. He's going to remember that one.
And the Lakers are down by 7.
Chance of going in. Just shows
I
you
think
that
Magic is my best
anything
team.
can happen
Yeah,
in this game.
I think the Heat
And
are
so it's the
mine.
Orlando Magic with a
Can't
6-point
trade with the
lead
Hawks.
at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back
Is
to
that
the
it?
game
Is that it?
After
Oh, we
this
got one
break.
more team on the Sacramento.
Oh.
Not Sacramento. San Antonio.
San Antonio
Spurs.
Spurs.
Would they win?
22 and 6. This is the same.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be. I think under. I think they're still.
Yeah, they're still figuring it out.
Yeah. Like you,
I think Wemby's gonna be good.
Wemby's not going to be Tim Duncan. He's not going to come in on some Shaq like Moses Malone. You're going to get 25 more wins because he's on the team now.
I think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna be good in the long run.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch
we
up
were
on some
watching
numbers here. The scoring
Gilbert
breakdown for
Arenas'
the Magic.
podcast today,
Right
and
out
they were
of the
talking
gates,
about him,
they've been in
and they were
attack
showing
mode.
highlights of him from
And I
last
think
year.
that's by design because
And
it has
he's like
been
just dribbling around.
relentless.
He's not gonna be able to do that.
No, nobody's
Nobody's
going to
gonna
give
let him
him
just dribble
anything. Like
He's not gonna
one.
have any space to do
I
it.
think he learned that a little bit in the summer.
Oh yeah. Now people are gonna like people are
I
gonna
think
come
he's
at
gonna be
him.
okay.
Yeah.
Like when he shoots, he's gonna be fine because nobody
Out
can
there
block
with
it.
Gary Payton second. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then
He's gonna have plenty of time to practice it.
Right, and he's just not gonna be able to dribble
He
around.
got a good coaching
Now here's
staff.
Paul.
Yeah. He got pop, man. Like they're gonna be
He's got
better.
one of the best in the league.
He's in one of the best situations you could ask for a prospect of his talent potential and what
Now here's
no
Schroeder.
expectations,
Fires
things
the
like
three.
that. Like it's gonna be good.
Hauled in by McGee.
You want to go in and change some settings?
Payton against Hardaway. To
but
the
I
middle.
think
And McGee with the stuff.
be a champion film.
Sends it home with some
I say in the
I
last
think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there
30
like
years, Pop is the second best coach you ever seen.
that.
And also he may be the thing that he may do better than Phil is develop players.
Yeah, because Phil is really good at managing stars.
Yes.
This is the best.
Pop is good at developing players.
Now obviously like David Robinson was really good. Tim Duncan was incredible. Like
But he developed Manu,
Like,
and
the-
Tony Parker.
those things and the Bruce Bowens and like just getting more out of players, you know, just like both of them getting Robert Ory and being like, we're gonna get the ring with us with both of us. But
this is the best situation for Victor all together.
yeah.
This is,
I mean, and
he
you
makes
can
the
say
first.
that the NBA
Always
is rigged.
clever
Oh,
working himself
I
to the
100%
line.
believe it was
And
rigged.
Chris
but
Paul tends to
NBA
convert once he gets there.
I'll allow
and
it.
I allow it. I think that was the best for him.
Yep.
Because
he
you
was like,
want
please don't let me go to
Wemby,
Houston.
Oh, bro, I did not want to see him in Houston.
you want Wemby to be the next LeBron. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you want people to
somebody
fulfill
like
their potential.
Yeah.
Like I know all of us, we are of the same mind of like we don't like seeing bust.
Right, we want to see good basketball.
If a dude's supposed to be that dude, let's see him be that guy. Let's see him develop into that type of player so we get great moments every team
Here
playing.
come the
Like we
Lakers.
want the Spurs to be good.
Shot from
Like this
inside.
last year and the potentially
rebound by
this year
Payton.
is going to be some of the
Orlando
best
leading.
basketball we've seen.
Yes.
Like the parity from top to bottom.
Fox outside.
The difference between being in the playoffs, being in the play-in,
McGee, a
and
screen
being
on Paul. Fox, the pass
It's
to
not
McGee.
that big.
Paul with a steal.
and it hasn't been
On
this
the
small
break.
since. I can't think
And
of
the
anything.
foul is called. He missed it.
No, we're in a
so
really
he's got
good
a couple
spot.
Free
Like,
throws coming his way.
This is like that. It's almost at like the 99, 2000, like before, or the 98, 99. It's like after Jordan, before the Kobe Kobe
Shaq
Shaq
era.
three-peat, where it's like, I don't know, man. The Lakers are clearly very good, but they haven't separated themselves. So it's like, and even after they did their three-peat, then you had like the Pistons win and stuff like that. Like I think it's gonna be incredibly fun to watch. We're gonna have a good time talking
No good on that one.
about who's doing what.
Dennis Schroeder,
Like you
from
said,
the
we
moment
can
he
come
came
back
into the
next
league,
episode and talk
showed
about
tremendous
potentially
confidence.
early picks
He's
for
never been the
individual
type to back
awards.
down.
Yeah.
You know,
That was everybody, right?
That's it.
how we feeling about?
How many? There's what? How many teams? 15 in each.
Yes.
So that means 5 teams are out.
Good on the second one.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on
talking about that
approach
next
this
week.
quarter,
Talk about who
and
you
it's
think
getting
is
them
better.
to the free throw line.
Yeah. I know that was yours.
Yeah.
Fox against Paul. Fox,
All right.
the
Well, I
pass to
think it's
LeVert.
a good week.
Barnes
Can we
with
win
it.
this game?
Yeah, we
Back
can
to
send it real
LeVert.
quick. I mean, we're up by 5 right now, which is not a whole lot in
6 to
NBA
shoot.
terms. I like what I've seen so far, though. They're gonna have me lose this game, don't they? I felt it in my bones.
Where's it at? Did you? Oh yeah, you did. Oh my
109,
goodness, 15. All right, let's see what
There
happens.
ain't no fucking way, dude. Chris Paul put a 30 piece on us.
32.
I was concerned because he was missing every shot.
DeMar
Bro,
DeRozan
he
put
was-
20. So why does Chris Paul have 13 rebounds?
Why did he have 13 rebounds?
Why not?
All of a sudden,
The
it's different.
shortest player on the fucking court besides Fox.
De'Aaron Fox 23, 9 of 21. Miles Turner though doing his thing. Mikal Bridges, that's wild. They got to stop disrespecting my man.
Yeah, 1 for 7 from 3.
Yeah.
That's what hurt us right there.
Yeah.
Same with Trey Murphy.
Oh yeah, you got Trey Murphy. Yep.
He only 8 points.
Yeah. So
Look at who are my rebounds?
Miles Turner, yeah, he can
He's
double. He's gonna. This is pretty much what you should expect from him.
Yeah.
He should get more shots, but he didn't. But I mean, 8 for 13. That's a solid game.
Golly.
I fell apart. Then.
Yeah, we did. That second half probably killed us. Look
Yeah.
at the team comparison.
Oh my god.
God, y'all had 9 more assists.
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
More- yeah. Yeah, you're right. We had a lot of turnovers, it looks like.
Yeah.
Dang. Y'all had a lead of 19 at one point.
Excellent. The power of the sim.
Yeah. 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 They got you.
Yeah, our 3-pointers killed us.
Yeah, I shot 25% from 3. Nasty.
Look at the scoring summary real quick. Where did they go? Oh, that's not what I was expecting to see. That's not what I was expecting to see at all. I was thinking it was going to give me a quarter
won't say-
breakdown.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right. Well, appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.